Oh yeah. I was thinking about streaming Marvel Snap, but then I realized, like, I don't know if anyone actually wants to, you know, watch Marvel Snap. So we're gonna do some of this instead. Make sure all my ducks are in a row. Everything working. Everything's working. Awesome. This is going to go up on YouTube, so let's choose who we're going to play as first. Still got a lot of characters to beat the game as. Mutant. Not feeling it. Streamer, no. Explorer. You know, let me just manually look. Brawler. Ranger. Ranger looks interesting. Looks fun. We've not done a one-armed run yet, which is interesting. Let's do a one-armed. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's AAA. Welcome to back? No. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's AAA. Welcome back to Brotato. It's been a hot minute since I've recorded some Brotato. We're on stream today, and we're going to try the one-armed. I'm kind of thinking of equipping one of the ghost weapons or something different. 200% attack speed, damage modifications are increased by 100%, but you can only equip one weapon. I gotta choose my weapon wisely. Part of me is thinking the lance. Is this a bad idea? Yeah. Yeah, it is. But it's fun. Hey everyone. Happy Saturday. I have had a very long week, so that's why, if you're watching, and this is to the Twitch audience, this is why YouTube uploads haven't been as consistent this week, is just because I've had a heckin' rough week. I don't think I want duct tape. Hello, Lance. I think Ugly Tooth is fine, actually. I know we want to try to go for speed, but I think lowering their speed a little bit while we're going to be increasing our speed a lot is a logical decision. I don't know if the lance is a good enough weapon to one-armed with, but I wanted to try it. Just something silly to start off our day of rotating. Give me luck. Free reroll in the shop. Locking it. Let's go. The lance is an interesting weapon, where it is better the more you're moving, which I think is a very neat concept, and the lance is a good choice for that. So we're going to try and scale our speed up, obviously our damage, try and upgrade this lance as much as possible. We're going to want melee damage upgrades, things of that nature. Range might not be a bad idea. Give me more speed. We'll take that. Melee damage, worthwhile. Damage minus range, XP gain minus range. What is your range like? 250 melee range. I'm gonna do Scar. I think we could benefit positively from more XP, because we could use all the stats we can get. Also, I love the hair that comes with the hedgehog. The Brotato press kit is very useful in that it has like basically everything overlay-wise to look on the character, so I can make the thumbnails look as accurate to the character as possible, if I decide to do so. I typically just throw like 1 or 2 things on, because if you throw too many things on, it looks a bit much. But I love the hair. Give me max HP, actually. Take that. Want some armor. I don't want any of that. Do I? I don't think so. Yeah, I was right. This does scale half speed. Not half speed. 35% speed, 50% melee damage. I should have checked that at the start, but I just had an inkling it would do that. It's nice to confirm my theory. My game theory. Thanks for watching. It's kind of wild how much game theory has fallen off in public opinion in the last couple of years. I kind of understand it to a degree, because the way the YouTube game has changed, you know? And MatPat's always been someone who would follow the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube game, very tightly, very, you know, as much as he could, all the time, to try to stay relevant. It's part of why he stayed relevant for, like, ever. I don't think we want any of that. Or any of that, actually. Man, we're really just not getting what we want here. I don't like going negative on harvesting. I'll take another minus to HP regen. I don't see us really going the HP regen route in this one. It's always nice to have a bit of it, but... yeah, I don't know why I decided to drop my HP regen down so low. That was maybe not my wisest decision. I guess -2 is not too low. But now if I get something that helps with HP regen, like Torture... I think it's Torture is what it's called. We just, you know... it won't benefit as much as it used to, so we can maybe try and bring that up to like a 1 or a 2. Because I'm really bad about getting hit in this game. Yeah, more speed. Oh, there we go. That's up to 1. Reroll. Blindfold. I don't think so. Hey, there we go. I will lock metal detector, actually. We're up to a purple lance. Maybe this will be the time we finally beat the purple difficulty. I do acknowledge that melee one-armed is just not as good as ranged one-armed. I am aware of that. I just wanted to do a fun run, to be honest. Wasn't caring a ton about how optimal or efficient this run would be. I just wanted to have a fun one to start off the day. As you can see, we are building up lots of enemies here in the middle. Give me melee damage up. We'll take metal detector, reroll, garden. No, actually, we take wings for sure. And I think we lock garden too. There we go. Speed. That was a bad dodge. I dodged into the big guy. Also, I need to move my phone because I moved it because I wanted it to be a little bit more easily visible, but I accidentally blocked a huge chunk of the screen with it. Let's not die, please. This run just got good. Let's not die. Play it cautiously. Ah! No! Bad. Stay away from me. Frick you. There's a lot of big guys. I don't like it. Do not like it. Run. Thank you for the fruit. Keep running. Give me even more speed. We don't need Strange Book. Also, I've changed my mind on Garden, I think. Lightning Shiv was tempting there. Dodge is a good idea, I think, for us. Also, I just love adrenaline. I don't know why I like the item so much, I just really like it. Thankfully, Horde's not till wave 11. We're doing really good with the Lance cutting through these kind of enemies. It's just those big chonkers, we just can't quite one-shot them. Like we one-shot all these guys. I'm not looking forward to our wave 11 Horde, but we're getting lots of money this wave, so we might just be able to survive it. Also, I do have to have a hard cutoff of this stream around 4:30, because I am going out with some cousins and friends. But that will be during the, let's reroll. That will be during the Stardew segment. Oh, that's perfect time to get both of those. We don't want any of this. Give me metal. Alloy is a terrible idea. As much as I love alloy. Normally I really like alloy. However, considering we just went hard on dodge to give this run some defensive capability, that would be a terrible idea. Considering we took both adrenaline and riposte. This is not the Horde wave, there's just a lot of guys in that corner. I'm dead. Yep. Let's run it back with the one-armed. Let's go for maybe med gun or scissors. You know, let's do lightning shiv actually. We'll at least start lightning shiv. I don't know if we'll keep lightning shiv, but I'm trying to wear my headphones while also keeping my hair nice. It's a really hard combination of factors to try and do. The Lance was a fun try, but it was not a wise idea. When you have one weapon, you need AoE. We also just didn't have enough defense early enough into the run. Give me Elemental for the bounces. Give me max HP. I don't actually want any of that. Or any of that. Give me charcoal. And plant. I probably should have re-rolled that just to have some stuff to keep, but that's fine. I'm actually, you know, I'm taking off my headphones. I don't need them right now, you know? Y'all can still hear the stream even if I can't. And it's not just because my neck is killing me. That is definitely part of why I took them off. It's because they were like, I was having them like set up on my neck. Kill it. I wasn't fast enough to kill the dude with the chest. Give me more attack speed. So this is melee damage and elemental. We'll take more negative harvesting, I suppose. Give me more tree spawns. Lock hedgehog. If we encounter... What would I replace? If we encounter flaming brass knuckles, I would change from that to this. From this to that, rather. Maybe. I would be tempted by a flamethrower as well. Take me up to positive for our harvesting. Give me that. Reroll. Give me that. Give me that. We'll lock those. I mean, I can't get them yet. That'd be stealing. You know, that'd be an interesting character. Like the thief, you could steal from shops, but you would have like you would have debt. And when you're in debt, you take twice as much damage. Or like 50% extra damage. That would be really fun. I know there's modded Brotato. Like a lot of modded Brotato, so that might already exist. Brotato videos have been doing okay on YouTube, so there is a chance that we might eventually do some modded Brotato. I don't want any of that, so in we go. I would love an upgrade to our weapon. It is wave 6, and we've not seen another level 2 lightning shiv. Or even... You know, we've not even seen like any non-level 1 lightning shivs. I'd be down to jump right up to level 3 personally, but I guess they're blue, purple. What's after purple? I know red's the last one. I always forget what color like level 3s are, or level 4s, I guess. Because red's level 5 or 4. I don't know. I'm still learning this game. Give me more elemental. Give me melee damage. It's early enough for Vigilante Ring to work. Pruner is hilarious, but no. Flamethrower. We have a lot of melee damage, though. It's 20. Bounces 2 times, dealing 22. Could we go melee? From melee to flamethrower? I think we do. Mostly just because I think it's more fun. Is it optimal? No, it's a bad idea. We've invested a lot in melee damage already. However, it's a flamethrower. And I like flamethrowers. And I cannot lie. You other taters can't deny when the shop gives you a level 3 flamethrower. No, I don't know. That song is... I don't know why that song exists, firstly. It's very odd. But I always associate that song with an America's Got Talent performer. America's Got Talent performer. Who used to work on cruise ships, and he came... And that was his choice in song. Was... that. Obviously not the Brotato version. But that was his choice in song, and I'm just like... If you're gonna put all your eggs in that basket... Why? Oh, I love Chameleon. Yeah. Lock both of those. Okay. Our elemental damage is not quite as high as I was hoping it would be. Or as high as I thought it was, because we're not doing a lot of damage with the flamethrower. But it does attack quite a lot of times, so we're doing alright, all things considered. Is the command bot not working? It's not. Here you go. There you go. I did change some settings on it today, and I guess I forgot to re-enable it. Hello, by the way. I do actually have an episode of the podcast coming out next week. Recycle Little Frog. Nope, okay. Chameleon was a mistake. Chameleon was a mistake. Please give me health. Thank you. Why is Oreo growling outside my door? Ori, don't. Oreo is my cousin's dog, and I'm dead. Man, I'm just the one-armed. Not good at it. I'm also just not good at that difficulty, so next time we're going to go back to difficult Danger 1. Cut there. Where's my clicky pen? Where did I put the clicky pen? There it is. So one arm didn't do so great. Let's go for... Give me a random. No, I don't. I'm not doing another one-armed. Glutton. Explosion damage when picking up a consumable at maximum health. Consumables have 100% to a chance to explode for your melee damage. Danger 5 is nuts. I'm still on Danger 2, Ember. I am not very good at this game. I think we are going to do Pacifist. Pacifist with the pruner. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's AAA. Welcome back to Brotato. It's time. We're going to do Danger 1. The Pacifist, I'm going to play as the Pacifist, and we're going to see how this goes. Remind me, we get material and XP for every living enemy at the end of a round. We get a big chunk down to damage. Is your podcast an audiobook of movies? Not quite. I do discuss the movie plot and then analyze it at the end. It's a little bit like an audiobook of movies, I suppose, now that I think about it. It's more so a way for people who can't or don't watch horror to still enjoy the story in horror, with also some discussion about the themes and stuff within them. Though I do suppose calling it an audiobook of horror movies is not the farthest from the truth. I do plan on doing some topic-based episodes rather than, just ones we're talking about horror movies. So our next episode is going to be talking about The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Are there themes in horror movies? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much theming to good horror movies. We're going to be talking about The Autopsy of Jane Doe next time, which is an existential haunting kind of movie. But it has, really, really good, it can be, if you decide to look at it this way, a really good discussion piece for independence and like from family and things like that. There's a lot of discussion about family in that movie as well as fate. But an episode I am working on but haven't sat down and worked on, as much as I'd like to, is talking about. There's an issue I have with modern horror movies, and that is the trend for disabilities to be villainized, and like monsters having disabilities. And it's a really problematic trend, and I really don't like it. So we're going to be talking about, when I do that episode, when I have the time, life's been busy. Smile, Wreck, are going to be the main two for that. But there's also, I plan on touching on Hereditary in that, and Midsommar. There's a lot of movies that do that. Do you discuss philosophy? I don't feel like I'm well informed enough on philosophy to call myself to consider when I talk about philosophy, but a little bit. There's a little bit of philosophy talk in the first episode on The Invitation. I also think I went on a philosophy ramble during the Truth or Dare episode. Oh no, I absolutely did. If you want, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey when it's out. I don't do movies that are still in theaters, so we are going to be doing Scream 6, but after it's out of theaters. But I would consider doing Blood and Honey, for sure. It's bad? It might be, I don't know, I've not seen it. I really enjoyed Scream 6, so I'm excited to talk about that one. But, yeah, Happy Pedal, if you want to hear me talk about horror philosophy, absolutely listen to the Truth or Dare episode. There's a lot of talk about medical philosophy, capitalism, the predetermined fate of the poor. There's a lot of philosophy stuff in there. Compacted nicely, I think, into its hour-ish runtime. Although, if we want to talk bad horror movies, I did watch a bad horror movie the other day. I don't know if any of you are familiar with The Outpost. The Outpost is a World War II-esque ghost movie. It's basically about Nazi ghosts. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a funny, interesting idea. Let me watch it. The Outpost was great. Then I watched the sequel to The Outpost, and it was atrocious. One of the worst carryovers from sequel to second film I've ever seen. Holy crap. If I ever decide to do an episode about a bad movie, like, the original movie didn't have much budget, and it was good, and then the sequel got a bigger budget, and it just sucks. Have you seen the trailer for The Pope's Exorcist? I actually saw the trailer for that literally about 15 minutes before starting this stream, because I was watching 911, which is like 911 and 911 Lone Star they're basically soap operas that are kind of my guilty pleasure show, because I don't know why, but I really enjoy them. And there was a trailer for that, and I was not a big fan. I'm not typically a huge fan of that genre, like Conjuring, Exorcist. What was that other one that came out not too long ago? Pray for the Devil. Those kind of movies aren't typically my cup of tea. But the trailer for The Pope's Exorcist looked okay. Didn't really jump out at me, but it looked okay. The main reason I don't love most movies that have to do with hauntings, which is something we'll talk about in the, I assumed that is horror. Oh yeah, it's definitely horror. Like, without any doubt, that's a horror movie for sure. a lot of those movies in the subgenre of hauntings and ghosts and possession and crap, they tend to be very bland. There doesn't tend to be a lot of excitement in them. They typically rely on jump scares, creepy voices, and dark rooms. They're more the horror movie genre has a bad rap for people assuming that it doesn't... How do I explain? Words are hard. I'm tired. The best way for me to describe it is horror movies are way more complicated than people give them credit for when they are the good, well-written horror movies. However, these days there are less and less of those that people know about. They tend to be... They happen, Smile, amazing movie, did great, for good reason, because it was clever. It wasn't just a schlocky horror movie that relied on cheap jump scares and gore to bring people in. And then you have the more self-analytical horror movies like Scream that are a step above that schlocky, gory gore fest, but do definitely pride themselves as more horror movies than philosophical pieces using horror as a background, like Smile did. The reason I enjoy Autopsy of Jane Doe as much as I do is it's genuinely scary, for one, without relying a lot on gore. And two, it just kind of has this incredibly well done atmosphere of dread and hopelessness, and I'm a sucker for that. If you've ever seen the movie The Mist by Frank Darabont in 2003, 2008, whenever The Mist was, I have an episode on it as well. Hopelessness, a hopeless film, really appeals to me for some reason. Maybe because as the victim of trauma, I try to find hope in movies and life. But it's occasionally really nice to just have a dread-filled piece of media for some reason. It's almost cathartic, seeing these fictional people go through really sad, depressing things. It's why crap like Romeo and Juliet is as well known today as it is because at its core, it's a tragedy more so than anything. And it's a beautifully written tragedy where you feel bad for the people involved. And I think things like The Mist, Autopsy of Jane Doe, both do that excellently. Ember says, A Quiet Place is one of your favorite modern horror movies. Oh, I really enjoyed The Quiet Place. A Quiet Place, rather. Partially as someone who is disabled, I really liked the way it handled everything. I think it was expertly done. And I'm surprised I've not covered The Quiet Place. Partially it's been because the podcast episodes haven't been doing well, so I've been putting a lot more effort into my main channel's content. But I really need to, now that I've got more time, well, I'm going to have more time on my hands soon, with my schedule changing, I should try and pump out more episodes of the pod, because I do really enjoy doing them. They are unfortunately a lot of work, because to prepare for the podcast episode, obviously I rewatched the film, but I take a frick ton of notes about the plot, details, things of that nature. Basically, I took a page from the Dead Meat podcast, where when they talk about movies, they kind of give you a plot synopsis for if you haven't seen the movie and don't intend to, so you can still enjoy the discussion piece after they talk about the film. That's kind of what I do with mine. My only gripe with A Quiet Place, the only reason I don't love it as much, is even though it's a very good film, I just can't stand... This is kind of bad. I don't like the way the monsters look at all. Okay, at all is an overstatement, but I really don't think they look very good. Especially in the sequel. They've got some iffy effects in the sequel. What disability do you have, if you're okay talking about it? Oh, absolutely. I've got a couple. I suffer from diplopia, meaning I'm visually impaired, legally blind. I struggle with chronic double vision, which is part of why, as much as I love video games, I'm kind of bad at them. I have brain damage, which damaged the part of my brain that processes sensory information, which is why I have diplopia, as well as it just gives me some weird quirks when it comes to sensory inputs. So I can't smell, but I have really very hypersensitive hearing, to the point where, like, things above 100 decibels for me are painful. Also, I have Marfan syndrome, so I struggle to walk. So I have a cane that I use. I also occasionally need to use a wheelchair ambulatorily. Yeah. And The Quiet Place, one of the main characters is deaf, and that, it plays a big factor in the film's plot. Also, eventually I should probably talk about Hush, which is the blind horror movie. Not the blind horror movie. The deaf, like, the good deaf horror movie. It's amazing. And the only reason I haven't covered it is because it's primarily a slasher. That's just a well-written slasher. That's about all it is. There's not a ton to discuss about the movie, which is part of why I've held off. From an accident? No. I was actually an assault victim. That's what I've got the brain damage from. We're doing actually really well with this run. The pruners are great, giving us lots of access to fruit. We've got good HP regen and armor. Recycle that. More HP. Upgrade a pruner. Alien worm seems like a bad idea. Triangle of Power is also a bad idea. Sorry, I'm adjusting my chair. Wheelbarrow's not worthwhile. Let's reroll. Give me a better pruner. For sure. Blindfold's tempting, but no. Give me Lemonade. We can afford to take Broken Mouth. We'll lock this pruner. And here we go. You feel like the hand is an easier route, but you're doing really well. Thank you. The hand is really nice for, like, the knockback and the harvesting, but I'd really like the HP, just the constant stream of HP we're getting from all these pruners, from all the fruits. It kind of makes me more able to get away with making mistakes. I feel like the hand paired with something like, Barricade or Chameleon works really well with the knockback plus standing still. I've seen some people do it that way. But as you can see, we're getting hit a lot, but we're just surrounded by HP pickups, so we can survive it. I will say we are still struggling. I'm just gonna kind of chill out here for a second to survive the wave. 2, 1. Keep dodging, keep dodging, keep dodging. Thank God. That was too close. Reroll me. Reroll me. Give me more speed. Yeah, we do. We have -8 dodge. Part of why I'm not really going that route is I have just kind of tanked it. We can now afford to take Alien Worm because we've taken Lemonade, so we don't get the -1. Also, I love the tardigrade. One of my favorite items from the new update, not just because I love tardigrades, and I'm incredibly biased, but also it's a really neat item. It's like this game's equivalent of Tough Bones from Space Gladiators, the Blobfish's previous game. Or if you're an Isaacer, it's basically just Holy Mantle. There are so many projectiles on the screen, I cannot keep track of them. There we go, that wave went a lot better. Dodge negative is better than negative armor? Oh yeah. Negative armor makes you take more damage. Negative dodge just means you don't dodge. Which, I always know what I'm picking of those two. How much engineering do we have? Need, rather. Toolbox is interesting. I don't actually know how much it would make that heal us for. But I don't think it's enough to warrant it. Okay. Yeah, I'll take Svid's Relic, I guess. Do we take Svid's Relic? Adrenaline's not worth it. As much as I love Adrenaline, because we have negative 8 dodge, it's a bad idea. What do we think about Svid's? We're not really causing a lot of material to drop. So I feel like it's just not quite worth it. As much as I love this item. Yeah, I think we're just going to skip it. Give me more weird food. Okay. I think we take this... Ooh. You know what? Give me that and that. We'll take a hand for the knockback and harvesting. Yeah, I think that was the right call. We don't need either of these. We don't need riposte. We don't need any of this. In we go. There we go. I did end up taking a hand. I don't know how long we'll keep the hand. But it felt like the right call at the time for the extra harvesting and the knockback. And I think 5 pruners is plenty. Bad, bad, bad. Give me lots of fruits. Thank you. It's 1:30, so we might depending on when this run ends, we'll probably have time for one more run before multiplayer Stardew happens. There we go. Okay, if you're going to give it to me for free, I'll take it. I'll take Little Frog. More regen. Don't need any of those. Give me Alien Worm. Hand 5. That's interesting. No, I don't know what that banging is. Sorry. I'll do that. I think 2 hands is too many. But maxing out our hand is fine by me. This is getting a lot harder. That was just bad dodging. And they just keep getting faster and faster because they're the... this is terrifying. Just keep running, keep running. It's like a NASCAR race. We got our pit stop in the top right corner, just keep going. Continue to go in circles, little man. There we go. I don't want Baby Gecko. Or that. Ooh, +3 armor is lovely. Reroll me. Reroll me. Power generator's interesting. Plus 34% damage is a lot. I just don't feel like it's worth it. It's a lot of money. Crown's probably too late to be worth it. Incendiary turret's worth it, though. No, it's actually not worth it. Here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Personally, I now kind of wish that the wings were, like, instead reskinned as a golf cart. Not golf cart. Mario Kart. Because my brain is playing, like, the Rainbow Road theme as we run around in circles. I'm not actually sure we'll win this run, but we'll come close. Because we might not survive this wave, I don't think. No, we're not. There were just too many enemies. Why did I take Gentle Alien earlier? That was such a bad idea. I don't know why I did that. Cut there for YouTube. We have time for one more. Let me just message them and say, check we're still on. We still on for Stardew in about 25 minutes. Just want to make sure. Give me a random. Ranger. See you, Happy Pedal. Thanks for dropping by. Feel free to follow if you haven't already so you don't miss future streams. All these also go up on YouTube as VODs for you to watch later if you'd like. Let's do Ranger. Kind of want to do Ranger Revolver. 3, 2, 1. Hey, it's AAA. Welcome back to Brotato. Let's do a Ranger. Difficulty 2. We have not had any luck today, winning Brotato runs. So I think doing something a bit more simple, a bit more vanilla is a good way to start us off. To get a win today, before Stardew. I'm not sure what kind of weapon we're going to stick with in the end, but I would like to at least start with the revolvers. I just really like them. They've got good damage. They shoot relatively well sped. Relatively well sped? That was terrible English. Obviously, I'd love like a minigun, but I just don't feel like that's going to happen. Just give me all the gun. There we go. We're already up to 6 gun for extra range. I would like to stand still and just farm up some material for next wave. To get lots of doubled next wave, because we don't really need it right now. I need to turn off vibrate on my phone, because I'm getting lots of messages. Give me damage. I'll lock that. There we go. I'm still very disappointed we didn't win the pacifist run. I thought we were doing really well. I don't know how people play this game at the max danger all the time. Practice, I guess. I don't have a ton of time in this game. And this game's quite different from its demo, which I did have a good amount of time in. Sure, I'll take the free pickup range. Not feeling bat. There we go. Do we want a shotgun? I'd be down to combine those pistols and take the shotgun. Gonna play R4. Hope you have a good rest of your stream trip. Thanks, Ember. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoy RE4. We're gonna be streaming Resident Evil 2's remake once I finish Inscription, which we're almost done with. Looking forward to that. Wait, look at the tongue. The tongue extends off the side of, like, off of the tip of my tongue around, like, the side of me. So weird looking. Give me more range. Yeah, I'll take a free double barrel, why not? Well, not free, but a purple double barrel. We need this. Do we want laser gun? I don't think so. You know what? Yeah. Lock that and that. The Ranger is such a gun-obsessed character, I'm surprised it's not called, like, the American. Step right up, I got my own personal gun show right here, on my shoulders. I carry 2 pistols in my hands. I got surgery on my elbows to give them thumbs so they can hold my SMGs. And then on my back, I got a shotgun and this newfangled laser gun. I don't really know how it works, but it go bang real well. So I set up pulley systems to fire them off my back in case someone's behind me. Disclaimer to that joke, I am unfortunately an American and do live in the South. There we go. I feel like Ranger runs always start really strong. It's just a matter of keeping them alive. Because they kind of tend to always become glass cannons. And in this game, it's kind of hard to be a glass cannon, because if you get hit, you're screwed. And a lot of the later enemies are very effective at hitting you. Also, I don't think I've ever had this many unique weapons on a Ranger run. Normally, I, like, mainline a type of weapon. But that's just not the case this time. Medic gun. I think the med gun's a good idea. Do we want the rocket launcher? I don't think so. I personally really enjoy this. 6 different guns. We got the SMG, the pistol, the revolver, the shotgun, the laser gun, and the med gun. And it's working out very well so far. We just can't afford to get hit, which every time I glance at chat, I get hit. It's just a fact. So I'm trying to look at chat in between waves rather than during a wave. This run could also probably just stand still and kill everything. I've not put it through that test, but I'm confident it would do fine. Range damage? Range damage. How about range damage? Range damage. Thank you. Give me another beanie. Upgrade our laser gun. Give me coffee. Here we go. Let's try and stand still, see how it goes. Actually, no, we got... Let's at least start standing still to cause all these guys to drop their little bits. Oh, yeah, no, we're doing fine. I somehow dodged there. I didn't think we had much dodge. Maybe we do. I've been kind of on autopilot. There's nothing wrong with being on autopilot once in a while, though. Oh, now our character absolutely looks like an American with the beanie and the and the scope on top of his head. 12% damage is fine. Give me more range, because we keep tanking it. Give me that. Upgrade our SMG. Flamethrower. No. No, I just said... We don't have any elemental. Though it's funny. I would like to take it under normal circumstances. There we go, med gun. Alright, let's head in. Oh, I thought... Oh, this is wave 10. Next one's the Horde wave, wave 11. Gotcha. Our guy looks so silly, I love it. We've now evolved from normal American to doomsday prepper. The way we look. Oh. Also, I forgot to check my dodge percentage. It might have just been a very lucky dodge. I don't know. Oh, we got 5% dodge. It was kind of lucky, I guess. More damage. That's really tempting. I actually think I'm going to take it. The laser gun's not really cutting it. I'm gonna lock that for now. Love the stream title, thank you. I couldn't think of anything. So I had to improvise. This is the Horde wave, which is why I'm glad I got statue now, because there's a ton of enemies. And at the end, we'll just pick all this up. Okay. It's not the end, but we need to pick this up, because now there's too many of them. You jinxed me, Anna. You jinxed me. You complimented my skills, and then I immediately accidentally walked into two enemies stacked on top of each other. That's potato for you? No, that's brotato for you. I'll cut there. It's about, right around Stardew time, so I'll get ready and open up Stardew. I'm going to run a short ad break while I set everything up. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober, put him in the brig until he's sober, put him in the brig until he's sober, early in the morning. I'm in a very singy mood today, warning to everyone. It took a lot of restraint to not sing like at all during the Brotato section. I can make no promises during the Stardew section, especially when I'm fishing. Way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, way hey up she rises, early in the morning. I'm not sure which, oh, I'm gonna have to make a new character, aren't I? Co-op? Oh no, I have to do that once they do the thing. Once they do the thing. That was incredibly specific. So very specific. We're just kind of waiting for the invite. Oh, there we go. Hello there. Why am I not hearing anything? Interesting. Hello? Oh, hello? Oreo just barked at me. It's all broken. Okay, it's not me. Good to know. Oreo's outside my door barking at me. I saw something in a Discord, I have to respond to it. People were talking about putting pickles on tacos, and I have to inform them of their sins. Who in their right mind would put pickles on tacos? Who? Who puts pickles on tacos? You have mute stuck on somewhere. You have a mute stuck on somewhere. Gotcha. There's a button for it in Discord somewhere to reset all your, things. I'll leave the call and rejoin, see if it's a me problem. Hello. Whoop. Hello. Alright, not a me problem. Oh, your mic isn't working. This is a problem.
Oh.
Hey, there you go.
Oh my god. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you are, like, incredibly pixelated. Audio-wise, I mean.
Yeah, give me 1 second here. When things go wrong, they go wrong.
Ooh, yeah. It's when it rains, it pours, they say.
Am I just too loud? Am I overdriving or what?
You kind of sound like a Dalek.
No.
Say like, talk a little more.
7 years ago, our forefathers
No.
country, a new nation.
Nope, you are definitely a Dalek.
What?
Yep. I have no lag either.
Let me try to reconnect.
Good idea.
Any better?
No. Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Hey, there you go.
I exist.
You do.
Let me hit the live button. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Doing actually all right. This week was kind of crap, but I'm doing pretty well today.
God, I feel that. Let me send out a quick tweet. Hey.
Trying to figure out how I want to put on my headphones because I get headphone hair really bad with my big curls, but at the same time I'm going out after this. So I'm
The subreddit for Stardew Valley has a Twitter account.
interesting.
Okay. Join the fun and then. Alright, sorry about that.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, so are you hosting or am I hosting?
That was what I was gonna ask because I didn't know if you already had a multiplayer farm that you were bringing Zoe into, or how like.
Hi, Goblin, and I'm your mother, not your father.
Let's see. I don't mind hosting if you'd like me to host.
You can host if you want. I don't really with Zoe. It's going to be a little weird because she's never actually played.
Ooh.
You're fine, Goblin. Don't beat yourself up on it. So it could be just like, she plays once and that's it, or it could be whatever.
Gotcha. It was very interesting that you invited me to Stardew because I love Stardew Valley. I play it quite a lot. But it's been a very long time since I've streamed it.
Yeah,
and...
like, I am, like, I'm one of those people who will play it casually, right?
Yeah.
I have, but I don't know, the big tips. You know what I mean?
I getcha.
So, I'm hoping you can kind of teach me some of them their tricks.
I can absolutely do that.
Yes.
Alright, I will host a farm.
Okay. Oh god. Everything literally is breaking. Why is my camera not working now?
I'm deciding, do I want to make like a farm like just for this, or should I take this opportunity to just finally make a stream Stardew farm? I haven't decided which.
Why not do a stream Stardew farm? And I'd argue for the point that you could then have it set up so that other streamers can just pop on for a
Yeah,
stream.
it's a good idea, and just give
Yeah.
you guys chests where you want to, if you want to keep your specific crap in specific areas. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
So I will host a new farm. Oh, I have to make myself.
Goblin. It's not the worst thing in the world. You're fine. Listen, I get dead named, or I get misgendered every single day. It's all right. You calm down. Just calm down. I will give you an internet hug. Internet hug. It'll be okay. I accept your apology. Okay, now why is my game audio not working? Odd.
What'd you break this time?
I literally don't know. It's on there, right? Audio source, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's not actually working. So, only one answer to that is crank up the chill tunes. This is so screwed up in the stream already.
That's okay.
There we go.
Have we ever had a stream that has gone well? Just ever with this group? Like, every time I've streamed with you guys, something breaks.
We've had a few. Normally, like, if it's just Dio and I, normally things go smooth, but once, you multiply what can go wrong with how many people you have involved. So
Very
that's definitely a thing. Everybody in both chats, I hope you don't mind if I hijack your chat for a second.
Oh, go for it.
Please wish Goblin the best of luck and send all your wonderful vibes their way, because they have heart surgery tomorrow.
Ooh.
So, good vibes coming from 2 different streams.
Best of luck, Goblin. I had heart surgery a couple months ago, and I'm confident you will come out A-okay. Heart surgeons are very good at what they do. They have to be.
Well, not to mention, if it's that, like, I don't want to say that not critical, but like that risky, they're not going to do it.
Right.
Because, the way that doctors, especially surgeons, work is by reputation. So, if they're willing to do it, there's really good chance of it being successful.
Quick question for you, Anna. What farm type would you like?
Ooh, I'll hop into the creator here. I normally do the standard farm.
I do too, but for multiplayer, I like to do non-standard, just because it makes it a bit more fun. I was going to suggest 4 corners, where there's a house in each corner, and each one has a mini biome, or Hilltop, which is the only one of these I've not done.
Rocky terrain and a winding river make it difficult to design your farm. However, a mineral deposit... It's really up to you, because both of those are kind of really good. I would vote Hilltop, because I hate the walk to the mines.
That's very fair. Hilltop it is.
Alright. But if you're going to keep having other people on, it is definitely your call.
I like Hilltop. I forgot IRL friend of mine, and I have a farm at the moment. They've been very busy, so they've not been able to play, but we have a Hilltop farm, so.
Okay. Oh, I have been invited to play a game.
You have?
Yeah! So do you still have to, like, rush to build a cabin?
Nope.
For multiplayer?
There are 3 built.
Oh, cool. I guess I'll go.
I don't know which one it'll spawn you in. There's 3 of them around here.
It actually gave me the option to, like, pick, which one to go to. I went to one.
Ooh.
My favorite thing in the whole wide world is... I don't know. I hate this question.
Same. Also, because it's not even, like, your favorite thing in the whole world. It's literally just used for what the star drops taste like.
Yeah, it's, actually, because I made one, I'm going to say cake. Made a cake this morning.
Ooh, what kind of cake?
Just a regular white cake with vanilla frosting.
Any particular occasion, or just because you could?
Number one, because I could, and number two, it was about to go bad.
Good answer.
Yeah. It's like, well, I can either use it or throw it away. Hey, guess what? We're having cake.
Let them eat cake.
Alright, Goblin. Goblin will be back. Their uncle is supplying them with food.
Food is good. Also, hello, Green. Yes, it is Stardew. It is actually multiplayer studio.
Stardew. Commenting on this game.
This is one of those games where, like, you typically talk to someone about non-Stardew things.
Yeah.
Which is part of why I like multiplayer Stardew, is you can have some very fun discussions. And good vibes.
What? Oh, this is completely different, like, starting thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm so used to playing this on Switch. Yeah, I had, back, like, years and years ago, I did a stream with somebody, who I was just getting to know. Hi.
Hello. Seeds.
Sebs. But I was just getting, to know a person, and I was like, hey, well, you know, her favorite game was Stardew, and I'm like, hey, let's play Stardew. Alright, and it was the most awkward stream I've been a part of.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not something you can hop in with someone you don't know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work like that.
I wish it did, though. You know?
There are some games that are good for that. I find shooters to be very good for, like, breaking the ice with new people. There's a 3x5 for you.
Thank
you. Speaking of which, are you familiar with Deceive Inc.?
Deceive Inc.?
Yes. It's a new social deduction shooter game that came out recently. It's apparently a bit like Hunt Showdown, which is good because I freaking love watching Hunt Showdown. But I got surprised by the devs sending me a code for it. I'm trying to put a squad together.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I've been told that it's like Hunt Showdown and that it is infinitely better not alone.
Yeah, send me the name game and I'll look into it. Right now finances are tight, so I can't say anything until next.
I can also just send you the form they had me fill out. The company did.
Yeah, that's good.
And see if they'll just send you a copy, like they sent me a copy.
Oh, I love finding those forms.
Yeah. Also, we're pretty comparable in size, Twitch-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my Twitch made the cut, so I would not be surprised if yours didn't. I need to sleep because I'm out of energy. Also, NB,
right. Hang on,
if you ever feel like joining me for multiplayer Stardew, you have the invitation. Just tell me. I'm not sleeping for the night. I'm just sleeping it to regain energy. Because if you sleep in the bed and hit no, you'll just regain energy over time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like the spa before you unlock the spa.
See, these are the things I need to know.
Yes. I also had an apprentice. No, I was also an apprentice in Stardew to one of my IRL friends. They're called Time on Twitch. They tune in occasionally. And they taught me everything about this game. We recently unlocked the greenhouse in ours. We've been doing Skull Cavern runs. It's been great.
Yeah, I don't remember why I bought this game. I think it was on a recommendation I bought this game, because normally games like this aren't my, like, you know, it's almost too relaxing.
Yeah. you know what the content I do. I make videos on roguelikes and stuff, so this is very different from what I normally play.
Yeah.
I almost exclusively play high intensity games or like sandboxes, and this isn't really either. Because I would not call Stardew a sandbox because you're very limited the whole time in what you can make.
Mm-hmm.
But it just hits different, and I love it.
But you've seen the content. Well, probably not. When I'm doing content on my own, I tend to do more like RPGs
Yeah.
because that's, like I've been on I think I did like four, maybe actually three complete run-throughs of Assassin's Creed. It was Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins, the ones that I really
Ooh.
liked. Now I got sleep for energy. And
I'm gonna go start talking to people
I had a
to
lot
get
of
my
fun with
introductions
those.
up.
But oh shit, wrong button. No.
I'm not familiar with
But
Sunhaven. You'll have to
but
DM me
yeah,
a link
like,
about that. I'm not
those
familiar
are
with
what I
that.
normally play, and then whatever I play with Dio is kind of his idea.
Yeah, I always kind of got that impression. Love Dio to death, but Far Cry, for instance, seems much more like a Dio game than a U game.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of shooters. Like, I'm much more of the, well, actually, I can't really say that. Like, common first-person shooters, like Call of Duty, what's the other one? Battlefield. Like, those I'm not into.
I'll be honest,
Um,
I used to be huge into Call of Duty. Like, obsessive.
like, more power to you if you like those games.
Well, for me it was the thing I love about games. One of my favorite things to do in terms of gaming is a game where self-improvement is possible with some form of uh competitiveness, whether that's against myself, against difficulty, or against people. Part of why I got freaking absorbed into Marvel Snap this year. Holy crap, I've been playing so much Marvel Snap, it's not even funny. And Call of Duty used to be that for me when I just had a console.
I got you. No, that's actually one of the reasons why I rated in WoW for 10 straight years. Because you always had that competition for gear. But once you got into like the current raid, it was much more of a competition of how can I improve this, or, DPS or heals or tanking, and just trying to kind of like min-max that.
Right.
And when I was raiding, it was really before the days of Wowhead and all those other places that kind of, points out how to do it. So it was definitely like word of mouth.
Alright, I'm gonna say something that might get my gamer card restricted.
Okay.
I've never touched World of Warcraft.
Don't. Like,
I don't intend to, because I don't support Blizzard as a company at all anymore.
here's how. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, it's just I was not allowed to as a kid, and by the time I was an adult, it was pretty much not a thing, and that people really talked about it anymore, so I never got around to it.
Here's how bad it got me, and kind of to this day still does, and it's kind of sickening to me because of all the problems that Blizzard has. I have bought every single expansion, and I have played every single expansion. Maybe not to completion, but I played it because I enjoyed the stories, and I kind of got out of raiding in general when Mr. Pandaria came out, because we went from this storyline of, oh, defeat this old god, that's really cool, to, hey look, pandas.
Interesting
like,
leap.
Yeah, so basically I believe it was the original Warcraft, the RTS, they included a kind of a joke into the April Fool's thing where a Pandarian would appear for just April 1st and just, have a line to say. And that was it. That's as far as it should have gone. But then I guess they were running out of ideas and just went, you know what? We have this character that we had as a joke, and some people jokingly have said, "Hey, let's, why isn't this in your game? Why don't we throw it in the game?" And Miss Pandaria was born.
I learned something new today.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, "Yeah, I'm out." But yeah, I've played every expansion, and Dragonflight, the most recent one, was actually so good that I actually got back into raiding again. So it almost gets the claws hooked into you, and it's like now you can't get out.
That is one thing I've also heard, is that it's incredibly addictive.
Yes. Well, it's nothing. It's literally the game is built to do the whole. Oh, you can't place this outside. That sucks. It's built to do the whole thing of, oh, small gratification gives me good feels.
Yeah. It's like I need to change the Discord setting because I'm tired of holding down to push the talk button. Normally I do these kind of streams push to talk, so I can also engage with chat. But my hands are long; they're not quite that long to do it comfortably.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago just engage in chat. You can get the other person on board with it too.
Right. Though I do still use it for all the big group things.
Another, do you have a Stream Deck by chance?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, if you have a Stream Deck, like, I have a mute button legitimately right in front of me, so if...
I've been considering it.
Yeah.
It was never ever in the cards before, like, even a possibility. But, after how Twitch performed for me this month, I could.
Mm-hmm.
I legitimately could now. Oh, I totally forgot this place has the mini mine. I should visit the mini mine. It's really far away, though. Not quite as far as the mine is, but... There we go. Because of how my Twitch has performed this month, I could do that. Yes, Green, this farm has a mini mine. As you can see, it spawns stuff based on... Oh, we got the chicken statue! Based on level 1 of the mines. Or the first 10 levels of the mines, or whatever. It's really good. Lots of geodes.
You can only get copper out of that, right?
Copper, geodes, worms. I think it might be able to rarely have iron in it. I got another chicken statue.
Collect those, put them outside each house.
Unfortunately, you can't place them. They're a thing for the museum. You can't actually place them.
Oh, that's right.
Also, I'm making a metric frick ton of chests. Because, as you know me as a person, I'm obsessive when it comes to organization.
Yeah.
And my inventory right now is too small for me to do that how I'd like.
Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. So on Thursday, one of the things that Dio and I said that we were going to do before the next Far Cry stream, Dio and I said, like, yeah, we'll do some grinding to get the levels of this up, because, grinding outposts is kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
And so we did that, but he contacts me at like 1 o'clock when I'm on my way to a doctor's appointment, and goes, "Hey, are you free tonight so we can, this was on Thursday, are you free tonight so that we can do this?" And I was like, yeah, just give me a chance to get home and it'll be all good. So I get home, message him I'm home, he goes, "Alright, give me a few minutes, I'm just finishing up, I'm just finishing up this, shorts video, and then, we can start." Alright, cool, whatever. An hour later, he's like, "Alright, I'm done now." It's like, dude, okay. I take care of my dad, and I, clean this place. I've been in a depressive episode for a year and a half, so there's a lot of cleaning to do.
Right.
So, why are you having me sit here? Oh, I'm so aggravated. That is the one thing I'll say about Dio is you almost have to plan around him being late.
Thankfully, in the stuff he and I have done, he's never been late. At least not more than 5 minutes late.
Yeah, that's kind of because I've been on his ass.
I appreciate that. Because my life schedule at the moment is hectic as all hell.
Mm.
I have quite a lot of free time, but I have no control over my time. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it does. 100%.
So I have free time, but when I say, hey, I need to be gone at this time, or I need you to be here at this time, those times are pretty chosen very specifically.
Yeah.
Thankfully, most of my friends are very good about respecting that.
Yeah, no, I feel that because, like, I, how to phrase this? The mental illnesses I have lend me to not be able to hold down a job.
Totally
However,
understandable.
I'm physically able to hold down a job for at least 2-3 months before literally I just go, yeah, I'm done, and that's it. I can't get one of those jobs right now because my day is set around my dad's schedule.
Right.
So, like, I instead of doing what I want to do and like go to bed at like midnight, 1 o'clock, something late, I have to be in bed early because I have to get up at 7:30 to help him get out the door, and then dinner has to be ready about 5:30. So, like, there's just no time. So yeah, and all the errands and everything else. So like, I completely understand about not having.
Sorry, this is very random. I just
What?
I'm resting, so I tabbed out to look at my Twitch stream manager, and my friend Green has been talking in the chat, and they Automod held a very hilarious message because it had the F word in it, but it just
What?
made me freaking chuckle because it's just an absurd message that makes no sense, but it's funny. And Automod's like, no, how dare. Only relevant chat messages here.
Be relevant or get out.
I like Automod because it's very useful, but it's a pain sometimes because occasionally it can I learned this the other day. It can stop you from sending messages in your own chat.
Really?
Yeah, that was something I did not realize.
Huh.
It held one of my own messages, but I didn't see that it held my own message because I was like, mobile doesn't have Automod.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't show the Automod stuff. So I didn't know it until, like, after the stream.
Oh my god.
See you, Green. Have a good nap. Thanks for swinging by.
Have you played around with the shield settings at all?
I have.
Like, that is a lifesaver.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna change them because when I started Twitch, that was kind of a couple months ago when I started Twitch. That was still kind of in the era where I thought I would be PG all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I still am PG most of the time, but not all the time. So I kind of want to change my. I'm gonna at some point get around to changing my auto mod settings to reflect that.
It makes sense. Like, I've been doing this for, and please nobody laugh because it's not embarrassing, but it's one of those things where it's like you've been doing this for that long and you have how many followers? But I've been streaming for roughly 6 years.
Oh wow.
And I've been like hardcore rated before, to the point where like I had to stop a stream because of all that was being said. So like that, being able to with one button just shut everything down is just brilliant. So useful.
I had a single hate raid right at the start of when I was streaming. Which is why I have auto mod on.
Oh my god, the dumbest hate raid I have ever gotten was somebody came into my stream, and at the time I had follower mode on, follower chat on.
Mm-hmm.
Follows me and then starts talking bad about my teeth, which I know
What?
Yeah, starts talking about my teeth. I know my teeth are bad, and I'm just like, what? And to get rid of them, I actually had to ban the word, any mention of teeth or tooth.
Interesting.
To this day, my auto mod will pick up the word tooth, and it will not like actually actually send it.
I don't use Facecam very often. I've done it a couple times. Mostly because, one, I don't have a great webcam, so it never quite looks how I want it to.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I have incredibly bad self-esteem. Three, Twitch chat's brutal.
Oh, they are.
Even, like, I've only ever done it on days where I was very confident in my appearance, which is not very often, because, you know, gender dysphoria and all that. However, like, the last time I did it, Automod had to grab, like, 3 things that were, like, they were all first-time chats,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all just basically calling me ugly in one way or another. I'm like, wow. This is just how people live, laugh, love on Twitch. They just swing by, hey, you look freaking ugly as hell, bye.
That's just the internet in general, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, I mean, I don't know if you have my stream pulled up, but you can see
I don't at the moment.
on. Okay.
I do know you stream with webcam, but
yeah,
I can only have one stream up at a time.
Well, it's fine. But yeah, I use my webcam, and whenever I do, it's like I always have that hesitation of like, okay, let's do the depression checklist. Have I brushed my hair? Am I wearing the same shirt? Am I just doing the checklist, just making sure that you know, everything's covered so that nobody has a real reason to complain.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm still like, do I want to do this? Because I know I don't pass. But at this point in my life, I don't really care.
Good on you.
At
for
this point,
having that self-actualization, because that's one thing I freaking suck with, is I wish I passed better than I do.
Yeah, but at this point, like, there are parts of me that will never pass that I cannot change. I am 6'4". How many women do you know that are 6'4"?
I do know a woman who's 6'3".
I think the tallest woman is 6'8". She plays in the WNBA.
Interesting.
But yeah, like I know my height's going to always be like, are you stupid crow?
Go Gadget Google. The current world's tallest woman is a 26-year-old from Turkey who is 7'7".
What?
Yep. Ramazia Gelgi.
Yeah, you're right. Huh.
Ugh, it's Clint.
The world's second tallest woman.
I don't like Clint. One of my Stardew NPC opinions. I don't like him. He's creepy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He creeps around Emily, and I don't like that.
That's right.
Though I do actually have to visit him, unfortunately.
Just tell you how far I've made it in this game. I've never actually gotten married.
I haven't either. In the multiplayer world I'm in with my friend Time, I'm close. Like, I have quite a few hearts with a couple NPCs. I just haven't decided who I'm going to commit to and actually marry.
Do you want to take this grass out or save it for the animals?
I try not to... I try to leave the natural patches that aren't in my way.
Okay.
Until I decide where the animals are going to go.
Also, if you hear banging in the background, I apologize. I have my window open. It's really windy and my bedroom doors.
Oh, no, you're good. I've had lots of home disturbance recently with just people being loud today. Needlessly, typically, but that's okay. We have a furnace.
We're streaming, dang it. Be quiet.
Well, it's on me. I forgot to put on my little light. I have an on-air light at the top of the stairs, and I forgot to put it on.
Oh. That's a great idea. I want an on-air light now.
It was really cheap. It was like $10 on Amazon.
Hold on. I forget how to do this.
Also, I apologize in advance. My brain keeps wanting to sing. I'm using self-control and not singing. What happened to all my copper? Sorry, random.
I did not touch it.
I had 21 copper and I'm down to 1 copper. Oh no, I made a furnace, that's why. That uses 20 copper.
I'm going to see if I can get the fishing...
Oh, yeah.
Out of the way.
Yeah, I should do that. I love fishing.
And if you came here for story, my stream, tough.
Oh yeah, no, this Stardew story is not going to happen. Though, one thing I did consider doing in this world, I haven't decided if I'm going to do it or not. Part of me kind of wants to go the evil route with Jojacore. Or Jojamart, rather. I'm thinking about it. I haven't either. And it's just, rather than turning in specific items, it's just money.
Oh. I also just had an idea, and this just popped into my head when you said, like, be evil. Would it be possible in this game to run it like an SMP?
Huh. I guess theoretically.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, that's actually a very interesting question I'm going to have to look into, because that would be actually hilarious.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only have 4 players in here at a time.
But you can rotate players, too.
Right. That's kind of what I was thinking about doing with this world, actually. Just rotating people. And just make a shed for individual people's chests. If they have, like, personal items.
That's a good idea, actually.
I believe I have the money set to separate, too.
How much money do you have?
560?
So do I.
Ah, okay, it's not separate. I meant to set it to separate.
Well,
I think I can change that.
If you can't, we can always just start over. We're not that far into it.
That's true. Let me look it up. Because that would also add to the SMP-ness.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I really hope my soundboard's working.
Oh no, I heard it.
Okay.
Settings in Stardew.
Actually, Voice Mod, the program I use for my soundboards and most of my, like my mute and all that other good stuff, just released a new soundboard. It's all like, what do you call them? Like video game sounds.
Oh.
And they're all unusable.
Oh.
The problem is that they're extremely situational. Like the coin pickup.
Ding.
Yeah, like it's a great idea, but then when are you going to use it?
Let's
you
see.
Pick up. It doesn't.
Hey, found the thing.
Do I need to do something on that or no?
Nope. It just means all of our funds tomorrow will be separated henceforth.
Oh, got it. Hey, come back here. I need to talk to you. Thank you. You can go away now. I'm very specific. Hi, Emily. I'm probably going to marry you. If I'm on this server long enough. Anybody else in here? It's just Emily and that one blonde girl, right? Haley? In the house?
Maybe.
I
don't
yeah.
remember.
Yeah, it is. It's
I still haven't learned all the people stuff yet. I've learned all the gameplay things, but I've kind of left all of the people. Like whenever I'm playing with Time, I just go, "Hey, what's this person's schedule?" And she knows, and she tells me.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah, she is very intelligent and also very hyperfixative, like yours truly, and she's just chosen this game as one of her hyperfixations.
All good. I get it.
She's also my Dungeons and Dragons DM.
Oh man, you run a campaign?
I am actually. I am running a campaign. I just wrote it for a group of my friends. I am, however, considering running it twice. Once for my in-person friends, and once for, whatchamacallit, you guys, Boudinis.
I know a lot of people would be interested in that.
I have had multiple of the people in the server message me about it.
Well,
So,
one of the main problems is that the how to phrase this, the leaders, if you will,
mhm.
of Boudinis wants to do it in person and doesn't want to do it online. And it's like,
Oh,
you guys are based in England.
yeah, that's not gonna work.
I'm not going to make it,
Yeah.
to be
Um,
100% honest with you.
yeah. I can talk about, I don't think any, let me just make sure none of my players are in chat before I start talking about this. No, none of them are. I am running a primarily mystery mini campaign, um, based around the disappearances of two prisoners at a local prison, one of whom is from a very high priority case.
That's okay. I want to play that.
That's basically the spoiler-free version. There's lots I could spoil, but I won't, especially if I do end up running it for you guys.
The
Um,
one, the one thing I always wish I had I don't want to say ability because I probably can, but like the attention span for is being able to do large stories
yeah,
and be able to make like a campaign that is like world building and everything else. Because the last campaign I played was with a group that lasted 8 years,
ooh,
and
wow.
yeah, it our DM. Well, oh my god, she was awesome. The only thing we were afraid of is when she went, "Ooh, that looks pretty." It's like, oh no. But just to give a highlight of like some of her things at the end, because we ran it every other weekend, and the deal is that she would run the campaign. We would get there Friday night, play a little bit of the campaign. Saturday we'd wake up and help her around the house
It's a
with
good
like
arrangement.
different tasks in that because she had kids, but the kids were with their father that weekend, or yeah, that weekend. Um, and then we would help her out and then play literally from like 5 until like 3 in the morning. Wake up and then go home.
Nice.
And we did that for 8 years. And one of the things we did in that campaign was we went up against a dragon, and she just bought a brand new uh, book with the loot tables in it.
Yeah.
So she decided to use it. We ended up with somewhere in the neighborhood of like 700 plat, like nine or 10,000 gold, over 500,000 silver, and enough copper that we don't like. That was enough money for us. And then the copper we just donated to the town. And when
Nice.
we came back, they took that copper, melted it all down, and made it into a statue of all 8 of us, like saving the town from a dragon.
Oh, that's amazing.
And
I
we had but like a couple other things that were on there were like paintings and a table and this rope that you just kind of went, come, and it would follow you.
oh
So
yeah, I'm familiar with that.
we ended up uh, we asked, can that rope pull things? Like, if we wrap it around the table legs, can it pile everything on top of the table? Can we just drag it all back? And she's just like, oh, what the hell, yeah. So we come back with everything on a table being pulled by a rope not attached to a person.
Incredible. I in all of my Dungeons and Dragons experience, I have encountered two dragons, two proper dragons. One of them we never got to fight because the campaign ended that was the last session before the DM got
Oh.
burned out and started writing a new campaign. That was going to be a proper dragon fight. I'd been looking forward to that for ages. Then the campaign ended. Um, However, the
Oh,
other
I'm
time,
sorry, are you ready for bed?
oh yeah. I'm just coming back to sell some stuff. The other time was a wildly different instance where we had a player in the party who was a dragon, unbeknownst to the rest of us players. A dragon that I ended up accidentally kind of killing. Um, the DM basically saved them through the power of DM magic, but what happened was, well, because they were, like, they could go between dragon and person, they had separate health for each. So for them to die, they would both have to die.
Right.
Is essentially it. And I one-shotted the dragon form as my rogue. Unbeknownst that the dragon was a player, my character woke up one morning, looked out their window, and saw a dragon taking off, leaving the village.
Oh my god.
In a part of the country where only bad dragons exist. So I go outside, pull out my crossbow, and sneak attack crit. And killed my party member's dragon form in one shot.
That's awesome.
Because it was they only counted as like a young I think they were like a young wormling.
Okay, that makes sense.
And he was very funny.
The funniest thing I have from that 8-year campaign is we were running out of, like, the weapons couldn't keep up with us, because after a while it just, weapons max out. So she decided that we were going to be able to roll, or we were able to come up with our own weapons, but we had to go on a quest for them. They couldn't be like family heirlooms.
Right.
So one weekend she would pull us, like, we're all chilling in the living room. She pulled us one at a time to the kitchen, and we did a little like mini quest, and we all got these weapons. Mine, since I was not a hunter, a ranger.
Ooh.
It was a bow that, as my strength stat went up, the strings, there were more strings added for a maximum of 5 strings. So, let's say and I think it was every time my strength went up +1, maximum of +5 on the roll.
Ooh.
And strength is not something that hunters use.
Right, they don't typically...
in 3.5.
Oh, this was 3.5. I was going to say. Because nowadays, actually, strength rangers are actually pretty good.
Yeah,
in
this
5.8.
This was back in 3.5. We tried 4, and it was hot garbage.
Oh, 4 is bad. Oh, it's so bad.
So, I had this bow, and the other special effect of this was every time that I drew back, it wasn't like I was just adding arrows on. I could, every time that it shot, I could add on an extra, I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. All my feats and skills were allowed to be used on each individual string.
Ooh, whoa, wait, that's really freaking good.
I know.
I love that.
But this was also like in year 6, so we were running out of ideas.
Right.
But the thing I had to do was I had to go and find individual, like, crystals, because not only did each crystal have a separate, like, string attached to it, but the top and bottom were different, so I couldn't buy, like, 2 of them and count that as one string.
Oh,
they
clever.
Had to match up. So yeah, we did that, and it was fantastic. But I also made her change the world. So what I would do is the first thing I would cast is Brachiate and Branch to Branch. And by doing that, I was able to climb trees with a +10 climb and balance check. And I could move freely within the branches. And every time she would shoot at me or do anything, she automatically got a -2 because it's a height disadvantage. And she could never knock me out of those trees. So finally, I always had to ask before, at the beginning of the fight, are there trees big enough for me to climb? All of a sudden, we're in a desert. It's like, and all I could do was sit there and say, "Oh, you son of a..."
I have played some very wacky characters over the years. I'm in 3 campaigns at the moment as a player, with 3 wildly different characters. I have also Hello Bumblebee Bunny. That emote is adorable. I have a monk. We are using a modified version of the Sun Soul subclass because normal Sun Soul is real bad. So we're using a modified version that's less terrible in terms of balance. Said monk is also a Dampier.
Okay.
So, this is for a Curse of Strahd. I'm kind of calling it Curse of Strahd Remix, where it's Curse of Strahd the module, but with a lot of changes. For one, Strahd's a girl. Most notable change I've noticed so far. Also, my character has learned that they are the kid of Strahd. Strahd's heir.
Okay.
So now it looks like our party's not only fighting Strahd, we're trying to dethrone Strahd.
Oh my god.
To try and bring order back to Barovia. It was going great so far, until we learned encountered a cult that worships my character who thinks that they are God, not a person.
Real quick, Elliot is in the shop right now.
Ooh. I actually already talked to Elliot at the beach.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just smelting up some
comes
Clipper.
out like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? Who haven't I met? If my fingers can work.
I'm doing very well, by the way, thank you. Hi, Bumblebee Bunny. That's adorable username, I love it. I've only talked to like 11 people.
I've talked to 23, I think it said.
Oh, look at you.
I mean, I've literally just the last 2 days I've done nothing but run around and try.
Ah, fair.
Also, would you mind if I, like, unintentionally self-promoted?
Oh, no, absolutely. Go for it.
On your channel?
Nah, you're good. Go for it.
Okay, because you said those are really cute emotes.
Yes.
Have you seen my new ones?
I didn't know you got new emotes.
I got new emotes.
I must see. I have new emotes coming because I got a bunch of new slots recently. So I'm making some, and an artist friend I follow was doing a emote giveaway, and I won an emotes in that giveaway.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love them.
I've been needing
Happy little penguins.
Because I call my chat the Penguin Army.
Yes.
So I got 3 new emotes. The first one is for tier 1 subs. The second one is for tier 2. The third one is for tier 3. And then
I don't have any tiered emotes.
What I'm calling the Homer Penguin.
Okay.
Because he kind of looks like Homer when he disappears into the bush in that meme.
I'll be honest, they're a bit too small on my phone for me to see them in detail.
Okay.
I can, however, here we go. I can just alt-tab out to my browser version of Twitch to see. You know what? I kind of see that.
You did that, and you got a book.
I did do that. I have not decided if I'm going to do tiered emotes or not. I do have the slots. I just haven't decided if I want to do that.
I mean, I think, for me, the decision really was, most people are going to go for tier 1.
Right. Like, right now I have 107 tier 1 subs. So there's a lot of those emotes to be used.
I have my 1.
Hey, no, you're... I literally had like 2 a month until that one raid happened, so...
Yeah. You know what? You just got love bombed, that's what happened.
Yeah. No, it just... I'm really glad I did, because it was also, like... February was a really hard month, like, economically for me, so it helped.
Oh, how am I missing those 2? Where's Jody? I have not seen Jody.
Yeah, I saw her at JojaMart. She was leaving JojaMart.
What's the little girl's name?
Mary? I don't know. I know who you mean. I caught her when I was coming to the beach. She was leaving with Penny somewhere. I was not holding the push to talk button down. Hi.
Oh. Yeah.
I re-enabled push to talk because I was also I was alternating between talking to you and talking to chat.
Oh, good. I talk a lot.
Oh no, you're good. I also talk a lot, but because I always worry I annoy people, I like to use push to talk so I can occasionally just ramble.
Ramble and nobody hears me.
Exactly. Also because I've been trying to actively stop the urge to sing. But if I sing with push to talk on, then it's just my chat will be annoyed and not you and your chat as well.
If you want to sing, sing.
No, I'm a bad singer. I don't know why I do it. It's like kind of a nervousness thing. When I'm nervous, sometimes I just randomly start singing.
I will say this, and this is what a really good pianist told me at one point. It's not that you're a bad singer, it's that you haven't found the right songs that matches your pitch.
That's fair. That's fair. Also, mostly part of it is I, for years, thought I was a tenor. I'm not.
Baritone?
Bass.
I feel that.
Which is, again, a bit dysphoric, but what are you gonna do?
Like, you've heard some of my voices.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. I did plays for a really long time on stage, and we were doing a play called, I think it was Children of Eden, and there at the very end, the very last note that was being hit was a C, and I was like, oh, okay, like, it's a C note. I think I can get down to a C in the bass range. And I did it, and the music director, not the same one, but the music director was like, okay, who did it? It's like, what are you talking about? Who hit that note? What are you talking about? That really low note. Well, that was me. She's like, don't ever stop.
I mean,
wow.
Grats. Yeah, my voice is like really low when I sing, lower than my talking voice, which isn't all bad, but it's just also not quite as fun.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be able to hit high notes, but I had an injury to my windpipe when I was a teenager that kind of broke my voice a little bit, so it gave me a lot less control over my voice like I used to have.
Yeah, and not to mention that when you get older, your does naturally go
a
little bit deeper.
Yes, it was compacted. Well, it was at that point my voice then was the same my voice is now. Like I'd already plateaued, but then that injury to my windpipe just kind of gave me less control over my voice.
I got it.
So that's part of why I don't sing a ton, is because not only I don't have a lot of control over my voice now.
Hey,
outside of what's it called? When I'm singing, I don't have as much control over my voice, but I can still do some pretty wacky voices.
Wacky
yeah.
Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. You know that that really deep and gravelly voice change
Yeah.
I have? I put that on, and I thought that was one labeled, it was like female, what was it? It was like female cartoon character or something like that. So, this entire time I was using that, I was thinking that's the voice I was putting out. And because I don't like how my voice sounds, just, normally, I don't really listen to it when I'm editing. So I finally just tuned into one of my own premieres to see if anybody was in chat, and I heard that sound effect and how it's like really dark and gravelly and everything else.
Yeah, it's like low.
Turns out that's one called Game Over.
Hi, Doc.
And I was just like, What? This entire time I had the wrong
Game
one.
over.
What was I about to... Oh yeah, I was going to seats. So, hold on a second. I can... So, yeah, it's supposed to be used for that, not for, like... Thinking it was about up here?
Oh no. Have you found a replacement for it for what you were looking for?
No. Because the one I was actually thinking of actually really has bad sound quality.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens.
Hey, I finally unlocked the town center.
Are we doing Town Center or are we doing JoJo?
I'm not sure. Part of me, if I do want to have other people here in the future, I feel like they wouldn't like... Most people are very anti doing the JoJo path.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do the JoJo path, you can kind of just focus on playing the game however you want and just get money.
But the Town Center path has you doing much more... Oh, what's the word? Has a much more, like, Animal Crossing feel to it.
It does have a lot more of an Animal Crossing feel. Duck in my chat immediately went, never do JoJo. I told you, people have strong opinions about the JoJo path.
Right? I don't get it. Like, it's just not the way to play it.
Maybe because capitalism is terrible. I agree in that respect. However, like, ease.
Yeah, it's a tough decision.
I'll probably end up just doing the town center, honestly.
I mean, yeah, you'd probably get more people to get on board coming in too.
Yeah. And if they really wanna engage with the town center, they can work on it. I don't know how much I'll be working on it.
Like,
Probably a bit here and there.
I already have 2 things for one of the bundles.
Yeah, I've got a handful of them from the fishing.
Horseradish and daffodil.
I also have a leek.
Better fix it.
Hmm.
That was horrible. Don't
Yeah, it was
do
pretty
that.
bad. I didn't. Don't worry.
I've been hanging around my dad too much. Where does she live? I think I know where she lives. I think. The girl with the purple hair.
Emily.
Other girl with purple hair.
Yes.
That was my answer.
Maru?
No, Maru's the one that runs the animal. Oh, that's Marnie.
That's Marnie.
Yeah. I have to meet 2 more people, and they're not. They shouldn't be the hard ones to find either. Have you ever seen RT Games playthrough of Stardew Valley?
I have not.
My God, it's the funniest thing. Because what he does is he turns it into Breaking.
Sorry, did you say Breaking Bad?
Yes.
What the cinnamon toast frick?
So basically everything. There she is. Her name is Abigail.
Oh, Abigail. Obviously, that was.
Yeah, we should have known.
Yeah.
No, what he does is he names his character Walter White. What's his name? Jesse from the show is Sebastian. He just keeps going,
Perfect.
Sebi! We need to cook more Sebi.
I'm gonna be honest. I've also never seen Breaking Bad.
I've only seen a couple of episodes, so you're good. I just find those shows like that are boring.
It's not even that I find them boring. I just don't have the time to commit to a long show like that.
I don't know why I thought you were a townsperson when you were running through.
I look like one, honestly.
Yeah. I just need the guy who normally stands out here and tosses a football.
I saw him top right earlier. I don't think he's still there, though. Because I did... Yeah, he was leaning by this tree earlier.
Oh. But yeah, the only products he ends up growing are blue.
Oh, the blue jazz.
The blue jazz and also the blueberries.
Oh, Alex is in here working out. You might be able to catch him when he comes out.
Wait, there's a gym? Oh, in
No, in his room working out.
Oh. Wow, look at his workout routine.
Also, Sam's out here if you need Sam.
No, Alex is the only one that I need.
I found Abigail. She's outside the saloon.
I got her. She was in the shop earlier.
Oh.
It's all good.
I'm coming into the bar to game. I really enjoy the arcade game in here.
I played it a couple of times. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not good at video games.
I'm not either, but like, I guess we're different kinds of not good.
Got it. Give someone a gift. What do I have to get? Here, dude, have some clay. I shouldn't have done that because clay is important, but whatever.
I actually recently learned how to farm clay.
How?
There's an exploit where you can predict exactly where clay will always spawn once you find a piece of clay.
I shouldn't have given that as a gift.
It's okay, I can pull up the video and farm us some clay.
Fair.
You can also use it in the winter to, do the winter foraging the same way. And yes, I am planning on doing a Project Zomboid YouTube series, because I absolutely adore Zomboid, but it's a big commitment, and I want to do it when people want to watch it.
Have you ever completed the community center?
I have.
Have you?
Very recently. With time.
No, when I was
Oh, no,
saying
sorry.
that-
We're one item away from it. Sorry.
Oh.
I forgot. We haven't gotten to the island, the Ginger Island yet, because we have one item left.
And when I say I'm bad at games, it's more that, like, the reason I play a lot of base builders and a lot of RPGs is that
I also love Zomboid. It's amazing.
kind of hard to screw up.
Very fair. It's one of the reasons I like roguelikes, is because you can absolutely screw up. However, they're designed in a way where you will screw up until you get it right.
Yeah.
And that, when I finally do get it right, it feels very good.
Top 5 video games, go.
Ah, frick you. That's really freaking hard. Top 5 off the top of my head. Project Zomboid.
Okay.
I have a ton of hours in it. Binding of Isaac.
Alright.
God. Slay the Spire.
Alright.
Preferably modded. Minecraft, also preferably modded. And I can't think of another one. I also just died. I already said Slay the Spire.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good, you're good. Also, I really like Revita. Revita's really good.
So
Probably
are you
Revita.
out for the day?
Hmm?
Are you out for the day, or...
Oh, I was just playing a... I was,
okay.
playing the arcade
I
game.
got you. I'm being foolish. My top 5, and some of these are going to be controversial.
Oh, I didn't even say Pokemon. How did I not mention a Pokemon game? Holy crap.
You only have 2,000 to pick from, so be careful.
No, I mean, I have... Pokemon is the game outside of Minecraft I have the most hours in.
That's fine.
At right around 3,200, give or take, hours.
Jeez.
Also, Rainbow Six Siege is also up there. But, I just wish Ubisoft was a less awful company.
Yeah.
That didn't actively sabotage their games.
They are kind of awful.
Yeah. Funnily enough, my farthest
my top
Zomboid
5.
run duck is
And I know some people are going to hate
with
my top 5.
a firefighter.
And I really... This is why it's my top 5.
Okay.
I'm not really going to rank them, but I have Final Fantasy X
All right.
because that sphere grid they have on there is so satisfying. I don't know if you ever played it or not.
I've never played the Final Fantasy games.
So the way that they do level up is, you know how like in Pokemon you hit level up and they like all your stats automatically go up, right?
Yeah. Isn't it like you choose what goes up and you kind of specialize?
Not really. So the way the sphere grid is that there's a path going around a bunch of like large circles, and as you go along the path, you have to put certain spheres into like each individual like little slot. So like if you go up against, or if you find one that isn't filled in, that is, you know, let's say +3 to attack, then you would use a power sphere.
Gotcha.
And abilities have ability spheres. But it's so satisfying because, like, when you, and don't rush, I'm literally sleeping so I can do something that PG streams should not have on.
You're good. I should probably rush because it's 11:12, and I don't want to fall asleep in the bar. Thankfully, I only have one life left, so I'll probably die soon.
But anyway, it is so satisfying to go into that grid.
Doc, I'd absolutely be down for some multiplayer.
Just filling that entire grid out.
Zombie.
It's just, oh my god, to me it is so satisfying. The story's not bad either. Another one on my top 5 would be, crap, I just lost it. And this is the one that's going to be controversial. Hogwarts Legacy.
Yikes.
Okay. For this, number one, I did not buy it. But for this, I'm going to leave all the things about the author alone. I'm not touching that. I'm talking about the game only. It is a fun story. The mechanics are solid. Spellcasting is very satisfying. And like going around the different puzzles and the different locations that they have are really well done. The game itself, leaving all the baggage to the side, is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. However, the caveat with this is don't buy the game.
Yeah, it's got some, for me, actually, the bigger issue I have, rather actually more so than the J.K. Rowling thing, is the anti-Semitism in the plot.
So, when I played it, and you have to remember, a lot of the things that were said about that game came out pre-release.
Yes.
The way that they did the fact that goblins are, you know, goblins were around.
I got KO'd.
Oh.
I got too greedy playing the game.
Goblins, the idea of goblins have been around since the Middle Ages. The idea of a goblin didn't become anti-Semitic until, I think, World War II, around there.
Well, it's not actually.
I'm
sorry. I'm just saying.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not actually the idea that goblins themselves are anti-Semitic that I'm talking about. It's the in-game lore for the goblins in the world of Harry Potter.
Oh, how they were.
That the dates line up between the Goblin Rebellion and the Jewish one.
So, with regard to that, number one, I knew there were some anti-Semitic things in there. I didn't really look them up because I had enough to worry about with the author.
Fair.
But I will say this: the only time that comes up is one side quest.
I knew it wasn't like a big thing in the plot.
Yeah.
I just.
The way that I thought it was.
I'm picky.
I have no idea how to get to the tower since everything's blocked off. But the way that they were talking, it was like the main plot, and it was brought up literally in passing. When it, you know, when you're going around doing a quest about the history of goblins in Hogwarts.
Yeah.
And it's a completely optional quest.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if you actually. I don't know if if you've heard my rant on it. honestly, I would not have really. I would have just not engaged with the game if it weren't for the boycott.
Mm-hmm.
So because of the boycott, obviously I had to pick a side, and I chose, the trans side because that's the side I'm on. Um, I have a lot of friends who bought it and played it. I've not really jumped down their throats about it. For me, it's the only real issue I had was the people actively promoting the game.
Right.
Whether one person is in a place to, you know, be ethical about every individual spending. Most people don't have that luxury.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really jump down people's throats about it. Kind of like with the Nestle thing too. Like I know a lot of people who consume Nestle products. I try vehemently not to, but I know that's really difficult. And for me, doing something like that isn't a friendship breaker, but I have a different stance when it comes to like the people actively promoting the game. So I knew a couple streamers who tried to get deals with the company that published Hogwarts Legacy to do sponsored streams on it. I don't talk to any of those people now because purchasing a product from a company like that and then actively pursuing that company for more money, those are two very different things to me. I say Nestle is Nestle.
As soon as
because there's an accent on the E.
For a fact, I was not going to be streaming it. I was not going to publicly be talking about, about playing it. Like I wasn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
The satisfaction of giving free advertising for it because I'm trying to be responsible for my audience.
Nice. Good job. By the way, you do need to visit the town center, I believe, in order for us to have the night cutscene. For it to fill in with the boxes. To put stuff in it.
That's what the tower thing is for, right?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. For the Junimos, you're right. I forgot about that step. Thank you.
No problem.
I probably also have to go do that, so I'll head that way.
Yeah. But, I have to give credit where credit is due. The team that worked on that game, again, leaving the baggage aside because it has baggage.
Yeah.
But the team that, if it was, I don't know, let's say it's reskinned as just like a generic wizard game. That team nailed it.
Right. I have the same feelings about the Hogwarts Legacy stuff as I have with, like, Blizzard games. Where really bad origins, but the games themselves aren't made unethically for the most part.
Yeah.
So, where people fall on that line, I don't really cast any personal judgment, so long as they're not, like, with the Hogwarts Legacy thing, there was, a whole bunch of transphobic people who wouldn't have otherwise bought it, who specifically did so because, oh, the trans people are upset about it, let me make the trans people more upset.
Which was dumb.
Yes. Terrible. Hated it. Glad it's kind of decreased for the most part. But, yeah, it's not a choice I will ever personally make. However, I don't care that, like, I don't want to say I don't care. It's not a huge deal for me. There's a lot bigger fish to fry, like the fact that, you can legally kill trans people in several U.S. states at the moment.
Yeah, right?
We have a lot bigger issues to worry about right now.
I'm in one that's trying to make that a thing.
Yeah, I am worried because I pass as a cishet male well.
Mm-hmm.
I am not any of those three, cishet or male, but
right.
I pass very well, so I don't think I'm in any danger at the moment. However, I am worried about the fact that, like, some of my medical people know.
Yeah.
And that could lead to me having issues down the line. Especially, God forbid, if I pursue any gender-affirming care.
Yeah. There's well, not really. There's a YouTube streamer / video maker. His name is Ron. And he does mostly, like, weather. and weather maps and goes live whenever there's like a
weather.
tornado outbreak or whatever.
Tornado outbreak. Sorry.
Yeah, he legitimately goes live and kind of like follows all the alerts and the radar. He's a meteorologist.
Yeah. No, I just thought the term tornado outbreak was kind of funny sounding.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, he does that, and there's a saying he has that can apply in our situation is, don't be scared, be prepared.
Yes.
So, like, what I've done is I went back and guaranteed that my name change, because obviously I was not born with the name Anna Lee.
Right.
I made sure that my name change was sealed, so it cannot be opened.
Smart.
I have asked my my doctor who does my hormones to make sure I'm on 90-day supplies instead of 30 days. Because
just in case they might cut it off at any point.
Yes. So that'll give me more time to make arrangements. I have a plan to get out of not only the state, but the country.
Very wise.
At this point, it is literally be prepared for anything, but don't stop fighting.
Right.
And that's kind of the best thing that we can do.
I forgot to buy seeds. All day I was out doing little chores. I forgot to bring back seeds. The main thing I needed to do in this in-game day.
Jeez, this thing's jumping all over the place. Stupid fish. Oh yeah, I'm not catching you. But I will fight until the bitter end. No, he's not. But yeah, like, and also, and this is for people, you know, the viewers as well, fighting doesn't have to be go out and protest.
Right.
It doesn't have to be confront these lawmakers. It can be something as simple as, you know, being on Twitter and getting your voice heard. It can be as simple as telling a trans person that they're loved and you know, cared for. Like, it takes many different avenues to I lost it. You know, to help fight. So that's kind of my take, is just be prepared, fight like hell, and whatever happens will happen, and just since you're prepared, you'll be ready for it.
Yep. I wish I could just move out of the country. That would be my ideal option at this point, because I hate living here. I have to be like, I have to be in the closet for my family here, just because it's not safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm unfortunately in one of those states where if I were to be physically harmed for what I am, they would probably get away scot-free from it.
Yeah.
Because there aren't really protections for that. It's not like it wouldn't be classed as a hate crime even. Probably. Unless I got like incredibly lucky with a perfect jury, which not gonna happen. Not in Virginia. But it's just difficult because I'm not in a situation where I can do that, especially because I'm about to go back to school. Like I want to get my degree, and like
Right.
universities are safer spaces for us, but I live in a part of the country that's just not safe, so it sucks. I spend most of my time hiding one of the hugest chunks of my identity every day, and that's exhausting.
Yeah, living in Kentucky, it's surprising. Like, the only reason I'm okay where I am is because I live in the Cincinnati Ohio Metro. If I was in a rural community, I'd be absolutely terrified.
I am unfortunately in a rural community. Would not recommend.
Yeah, I never liked those communities anyway.
No, I didn't either. That's why I'm trying to move out.
And here's something I'll tell you. If it gets bad enough to where we need to flee, then I will do everything in my power to make sure we both get.
I appreciate that.
Because I'm not going to leave my friends to wither on the vine while I, do whatever.
Yeah. I am also thankful that I have made another friend who is part of this same umbrella, who lives closer to the city, closer to Richmond. And they are also... They don't pass quite as well as I do, mostly because I've not been able to undertake any of the gender-affirming care I want to. But we're, like, I've been able to go out in public with them without, like, many issues. I've still had, like, one or two people, mostly because I wear a pronoun pin most of the time when I'm out. Should I? Dunno. Do I? Yeah. It's nice when people acknowledge it, but it's not so nice when people harass me for it.
It's that little middle finger to society.
Yeah. And I will say, I have found allies in very strange spaces. Because I live by a military base.
Yeah.
And, even though a lot of them are obviously, like, pretty right-wing, you'd be surprised how many of them have, like, don't realize, like, are allies, even though they act very, conservative.
Mm-hmm.
So even if, like, they're not all the way on my side, they're at least enough on my side where I don't feel unsafe.
Yeah. I was in the military when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was enforced.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Like, I wish I was joking, but I legitimately have PTSD from it.
Yeah, PTSD sucks a lot.
Yeah. In fact, I don't know if you know this, but I'm very fun in the head. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
But the one thing that, like, the military did for me, because I went into the military thinking, oh, I will, this will make me, like, not, it will make me a man, and it will make me tough, and blah blah, and I won't have these issues anymore. But yeah, like, it pretty much caused an additional alter to form for my DID.
yeah.
And then PTSD, and it was just bad. But yeah, I'm so glad it's much better than what it was.
Very glad. A good friend of mine suffers with DID, but I'm really glad I've been able to be a friend to them, because for a long time they just didn't tell anyone about it.
Mm-hmm.
Until it got to the point where it was unhideable for them because it was so intense.
One of your plants over
My potato!
Your potato!
Potato!
I wasn't going to steal your potato.
Thank you. Today I'm going to buy some seeds. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm that friend is actually probably going to be joining my D&D campaign, which is going to be very fun. I'm looking forward to them joining, because they've wanted to play for a long time, but they've not had a group in many years that they felt safe doing that with.
Yeah, I still, like, there are certain games I can no longer stream, because one of my alters, whose name is Rosie, as far as I can tell, she's like 6 years old.
Oh yeah, I remember us talking about that during a what's that? Visitor cleanup.
Yeah. Great.
What's up?
Man, I'm streaming. I can't deal with your rice right now. No, I bought rice, and he's like, well, I don't know what type you got, but it's a watery mess now. It's like, cook it different? But no, have you seen that clip of her in Visitor cleanup?
Yes.
Yet?
Yes, I have.
Like, even I have to laugh, but VCD I can somewhat get through, but very dissociated. And when it comes to Minecraft, I cannot play that on stream anymore, because, like,
Interesting.
that's one of her favorite games.
That makes sense.
That, and I bought Diablo 3 before all the issues came out, and that somehow is one of her favorite games. She calls it the game where she shoots lasers.
Aw.
Her character's a wizard. And wizards have that, like, long-reach beam, so... Yeah, I'm glad that I have it under control as much as I do, and, like, everybody in my head kind of gets along, except for one person, which we're not going to name. But, like, overall, when I first kind of, like, you know, started figuring out that I had DID, God, it was terrifying.
Sorry, I'm alt-tab trying to figure out how to get the community center to stock with the thingies.
Wait, you should just be able to walk in now because that one cutscene allows you to read the plaques.
I never clicked on the plaque.
Yeah,
ooh, it's wagon day. Red cabbage seeds. Hell yeah!
Stop bouncing into me, please.
Red cabbage.
Those ain't good?
Needed for the community center.
Oh. Cool.
Red cabbage.
Did you put it on community center can be done in
I probably did.
one season? Oh, fair enough.
It's just habit to click that button. I probably clicked it. I don't remember.
Oh, all good. But yeah, I'm glad we kind of all get along. But you know, when you kind of feel like, and this is what I just thought it was. I thought it was just kind of like zoning out and just, you know, whatever happened type deal. Just went on autopilot. But then, like, my friends one day turned around, and I was just like, "Hey, I think I just took a nap. You know, what's up?" And they're like, "We need to talk."
Yeah, normally it requires someone outside to kind of let you know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm carrying too much stuff. Good, I didn't want to get rid of that anyway.
I am now going to interact with the community center. The board.
Yeah, and then you have to go talk to the guy in the tower. And then you have to get hit by slimes a bunch, because of course this sword is horrible.
Duck, I don't actually know if I have an settings set up to open to join or not. Are we friends on Steam?
Wait, have I not found the ladder for this? I thought I did. Oh well. Hey, Duck is now playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah. They asked if they can join us, or would you be alright with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
Do you want to move the call into server, or?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. If you want to go into Detour Land, and then I'll pull you in.
I'm going to hide my screen while I invite the duck.
I forgot I had both of you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
It's a duck.
Yes.
I have to add a duck on Steam.
You don't have the duck on Steam?
I don't.
Have you got my code or name thingamajiggy?
I do not.
I'll see if I can find that quickly for you.
Thank you.
Man, I really do wish I could turn on...
I also realized we weren't even friends on Discord previously.
Oh no.
Wow.
I've now added... I'm really bad at that. I just message people, and I just forget that it's a thing. That, like, you can...
It's also a thing I often do.
It took, I want to say, 3.5 years for me to, add one of my best friends as a friend on Discord.
Oh god.
Even though we had been talking, like, every day on there, neither one of us had realized we had never added the other as a friend.
I'm down to floor 5.
Nice.
I don't know if I can go any further though. I'm at past half energy. Let's get really lucky.
There we go. I have now invited the duck.
I am enjoying it.
Duck.
I am here.
Oh, it's a monster floor. Yeah, I need to investigate further. I have a slime trapped right now because where his slime buddy died and the ladder appeared is right in front of him, and there's 2 rocks behind him, so he can't move. It's fantastic.
Currently deciding what seeds I want to buy. Probably cauliflower.
That's the one that gives the most money in spring, right?
I thought it
think
was
so.
potato.
I like the cauliflowers because they can become big cauliflowers.
Oh, fair enough.
Though I didn't think things through and did not buy enough. I didn't have enough money for 9. So, oops. I'm mostly a fisher anyways. I just need enough money to get my good fishing rod.
Yeah. I am terrible at fishing, good at farming.
I'm actually very good at the fishing. I keep talking about this other save file, but in the other save file, I have, I want to say 3 legendary fish caught.
Nice.
Wow.
It might be 2. You know, I've caught 2 of the legendary fish, but I've not actually had an opportunity to encounter all of them yet.
Yeah.
Because we're not far enough in the game for me to have encountered the other 2 yet. Or 2 of them yet.
To be honest, I didn't even know there were legendary fish.
Yes.
By the way, if you would like to come to the big mine, I have your booties.
Boots.
And now I'm going to leave. For I have done a good day's work.
Duck and I look eerily similar in this.
Oh, bloody Pete.
I mean,
The only
you can
difference is
just-
purple hair versus brown hair.
you guys are just
I am also
twins.
wearing a skirt.
Oh yeah, you are. I did not notice.
Did you see my little ankles?
I do now. Where are ya? I came to the mines area.
Oh, I'm already back home, but it's down to level 10, so you should just be able to port to level 10.
Cool.
Nice.
Eye patch man.
That's good.
Is there anything I want to sell? Because I kind of want to hold on to everything. I'm a hoarder.
Oh, for sure, same.
No, nothing I really want to sell. Let's see. Can I make... Oh, we don't have the furnace yet.
Yeah, we do. I got a furnace by my house.
I don't have the recipe for it.
You have to get level 1 mining to get the recipe, but I have level 1 mining and the recipe.
Okay, that's fair.
You'll probably have it tomorrow from your time in the mine.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me illuminate your world.
Thank you. No rush for going to sleep for the night. I just can't see in the dark, so I go to bed early in these games. In this game, rather.
Can we kind of try to bum rush the kitchen?
Can do.
Sure.
Don't know
It's
what we need
difficult,
for it.
but... It's difficult, but it's doable.
Or at least get it at some point, because I I've never done the kitchen, but I kind of want to try to become a cook.
The kitchen's very fun. It's... Unfortunately, you can only have one kitchen.
Yeah.
So it would just kind of upgrade the house, the main house, to have a kitchen in it.
Right.
But yeah, I can talk to, what's her name, and see what we need for to start our way. Because I think it's level 3 of the house that gets the kitchen.
Is it?
Or level 2.
No, I thought it was level 1. Or level 2. Not level 1.
I don't know. Yeah, it's right now. I'll go check.
Okay.
There we go. I got the letter from the wizard.
Eventually, we're going to have to split up our things here so we don't get confused.
Well, I was thinking it may not be a bad idea to do farming communally.
Yeah.
Or the farm is big enough that we could just use signs to designate areas off.
True. The only thing I can think with that would be, like, trying to figure out how to tell people, hey, this one is mine, versus...
I just remember which one's yours, I suppose.
Well, there are signs, and you can put items in the signs, so we can each just
yeah.
designate ourselves an item. Or just write blanks, plants.
Hold on, let me try something.
While I wait for the thing to open, I'm going to try and clay farm.
I'm going to do the designation of a hoe.
Okay.
For obvious reasons.
I successfully clay farmed. Oh, I'm clay farming, I guess.
Yeah, how does that work?
Magic.
Would you like to come see a live demonstration?
Yeah. Where are you?
I am outside of the place where you can upgrade the house.
Oh,
Robin.
Yeah, that's the one.
Baskin Robbins.
This is not the best place to do it. The best place to do it is the beach, but this is just where I happen to be. So,
Convenience.
yes. Hello.
Hello.
So, first, you want to choose either a top or a bottom where you want to work from.
Okay.
You take your hoe, and you go through until you get clay.
Alright.
It's random. Feel free to use your pickaxe to reset it and check again.
Robin just walks out. What in the heck are you doing?
I'm getting absurdly unlucky. I did do... Before I said, I'll show you, I did do this, and it worked. Oh, I might have actually already depleted this spot. That might be a thing. Well, you don't quite want to do it like that. You want to kind of do it in small areas. You know, I'll do this, and we'll just head down to the beach and do it properly.
Alright.
See, upgrading the house. It costs 10,000. Oh, yeah, you're right. Kitchen's level 2, but it costs 10k, 450 wood.
So just save wood and we'll eventually get to 10k.
Yeah.
Ain't too hard.
Especially because I plan on maining fishing and maybe clay farming, because I don't remember how profitable it is, but I know it's very profitable early on. So, meet me at the beach, and I will do a proper lesson there. It's easier at the beach because you can use, like, worms and stuff to start from.
Fair.
Because worms frequently give you clay. And you just, to start the exploit, you just need to get clay.
I thought they mostly gave books. Or is it like they can give books, but they also give clay thing?
They can give books, but also give clay thing.
Okay. That's fair.
Alright, check these worms. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got a clay here, right? Watch. Can you not do it from... Wait.
How many squares is it?
2.
2?
2 and up 1.
Two
So it
and
should
up
have been right here. Should have been right here. Maybe you can't do it from the worm ones. I I did it successfully for the first time, literally this in-game day. Oh, here we go. Wait, ready?
Yep.
Clay. Clay. Clay.
What?
Clay. 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 And just keep going.
How?
Okay. I broke it here, unfortunately. I messed up. And you just do that. I have 13 clay.
Okay, this is going to be a really stupid question.
Yeah.
How does anybody just find that?
I have no freaking clue. Apparently it was some speedrunners found it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder if they literally were just kind of like, alright, I need to move in this direction, so therefore I'm gonna...
Wait, here we go. I got another one. Yeah! Yeah!
My god.
So you can do it multiple times in the same place. Now I know. I did goof it up. If you mess up and you misclick, it will break the chain. We've also destroyed the beach. Thankfully it resets
yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I have 17 clay, which will sell for a decent amount of money.
We need clay for something.
Clay is useful, but it is primarily something you sell, from my understanding.
I'm trying to remember what it was, because I remember at some point, save 10 of it.
Yeah, I think I have 10 in a chest, but
Okay, because
I'll top
if
up
I
to
remember
10.
correctly, it's 10 that we need to save. I also need to find one more copper.
I've got some
I
you can
believe
borrow.
there's one copper at the farm. Unless
Yeah,
you
I've-
already grabbed it.
I've got some in the green chest. You can nick it.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, that's clay farming.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not nearly smart enough to kind of do the whole, hey, this is how you find this. Oh, I need a copper ore. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Is what I need.
Horseradish. Bog.
It's fine.
I'm off to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Oh, you have a scarecrow.
Yes, I do. I'm going to move my sign, though. I want my scarecrow to be centered.
Thank you, wizard. I appreciate you.
He's such a nice guy.
He is.
Oh, Duck, you'll need to go touch the plaque and then talk to the wizard.
Yeah.
Also, the wizard can help you get rid of all the children.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. You can eradicate children in Stardew Valley.
I did not know this.
Yep. If I remember correctly, they turn into birds and fly away.
Ah.
Huh.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you, thank you. I am goddess. Oh, did you go for a dog or a cat?
Kitty.
Kitty, yay!
Kitty.
One of the YouTubers I watch is Tom Grossi, and oh no, I can't do that. And what he does is like NFL like skits, football skits, and these are yours, I think.
Oh. Oh, thanks. Did you harvest the rice?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you could pop it in there.
Pop them in.
Thanks.
But anyway, he does like NFL skits, and I'm a fan of the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals, and he started the funniest meme where he's sitting there like being like a kid and drawing a picture, and his father walks in a Baltimore Ravens jersey, and the kid's like, I like kitties. Oh my god, he's a Bengals fan. And, like, the father's going on about, I will not have this in my house, blah, blah. We're going to have to ship them off to your uncle's. Like, we can't have this. And he holds up the picture and just goes, kitty goes, meow. So now every time that, like, I start thinking about kitties, it's always, kitty goes, meow.
Another Stardew fact, you can fish in the fountain.
Oh,
What do you catch in the fountain?
Rocks, trash, and then eventually you catch a decoration item.
Oh.
I touched the shiny book in the bottom left room. Is there anything else I need to do?
Tomorrow you'll get a letter from the wizard.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Also, go to the mine and get your booties.
Yes, I did that with you.
Bundle complete.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we all need to go and collect that, don't we?
30 spring seeds.
And those glasses. I am a trash panda. I go through all the trash bins.
Honestly, I think I'm going to, main the animals. Is what I'm going to do.
Nice. Here for
I
it.
haven't got the ducks yet. I really want to get the ducks.
I've also never gotten the ducks, actually.
I should get the ducks.
I've actually gotten all the animals before.
Nice.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm running to the thingy to get the thing.
Very
The thingy
specific.
to get the thing.
Thank you, ADD. That was descriptive. I'm getting the bundle rewards.
Gotcha. Tomorrow, I'm going to plant my spring seeds in where will be my permanent growing location, and I'll just move my, where my crops currently are, that will just be the only time they grow there. I won't replant them there.
We have to Oh, those are spring crops, not forage. My bad. For a minute, I'm like, we have to each individually do these.
No, I think just one person, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Just one.
But only one person gets the reward.
Is the reward not there for you?
Reward's not here for me.
Oh.
That's interesting.
So it's like the opposite of how the museum works.
Yeah. Speaking of, I have an amethyst I need to donate.
I'm fine with dishing out the 30 seeds amongst us. 10 each.
It's up to you. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll get enough money as is doing potatoes.
Potatoes.
And it's going to take me a minute, but once I start getting some farm animals, I will have stuff constantly. I just need to find a good place to put them. Where are you putting your crops, Trip?
Haven't decided yet. I was going to decide that in the morning.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I figure if I do animals and cooking, that will probably be a good, like, balance.
Yeah.
I was going to go fishing. Probably just very strongly fishing.
Okay.
Ooh, level 1 foraging. Nice.
Find somebody who can do the mines, and we'll be good.
I enjoy the mines. I'm just bad at it.
I'm sure I can manage.
They are too not stressful, but like, I'm not a fan.
That's
But,
fair. Part of why I chose this farm, because you don't really have to go down into the mines to get your essential resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just to let you know, Trip, if you want to come here for a second,
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking of putting the coop like right next to the greenhouse.
Okay. Well, you can all, the buildings can be moved after the fact.
Yeah, and then well, actually, I kind of want to keep them both together. So I might use no. I'll figure something out.
Yeah, but I think that's a fine place for the coop.
Okay, for now, and then
Yeah.
I can move it to another location where they're both where the coop and the barn are side by side.
Yeah.
Later. I've done a lot of walking. My Fitbit is going nuts.
I'm actually probably gonna do my. Right now, I'm looking for where I want to put my crops down.
Alright, time to see how much the coop is, because I forget.
I believe it's. I don't know. I don't know why I said I believe it's blank when I have no idea.
I can't remember if it's 1,000 or something else.
I think it's a bit more than 1,000. It might be 2K?
Maybe.
I remember the base backpack is 2K, because that's what I'm saving up for.
That's 2,500, isn't it?
Nope, just 2K for the backpack.
Yeah, I gotta do that too. Also, my game audio is still not working. I have no idea why.
Love that.
I don't know.
And the edges of my screen, for some reason it's just been Stardew, are flickering like wild.
How odd.
That's very odd.
No other games, just Stardew does this. Might have to do with the game brightness. Also, I decided I'm going to put my crops up on the raised bit.
That'd be nice.
Oh, don't tell me. Tuesday is her day off. Robin's day off.
Rip.
So, waited for nothing. Because she does yoga, I think, on Tuesdays.
Also, I was tilling and I accidentally got a clay. And then I just couldn't help but snicker because, like... of course, when I'm not trying to clay farm, clay appears.
Right.
Also, I might use 20 of the seeds and give you each 5.
That's fine, you can keep your seeds.
Because I'm going to be the person who's on here the most.
Yeah.
So that means I have to end up doing the most purchasingness.
Yeah. Maybe if you want to. Oh, do you have the seeds to complete the spring bundle?
The spring crops bundle?
Yeah.
No, I don't have the crop types. I've got a parsnip and a potato for it.
What do we need?
And a cauliflower planted. We just need a green bean.
I got a green
probably...
bean.
Oh, never mind then.
Well, I'm already here. You can grow them if you want.
No, I'm on profit only. So potatoes.
Why did I not stack those? I am smart.
Also, I'm going to give you both 7, I decided, because that's how many I have left.
Fair enough. If you just want to pop them
No!
in the pink chest.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I just sold back the potatoes.
Rip.
Oh well.
Found a book!
Nice.
Alright,
Book.
just... Oh yeah, I need
Bins,
to go get
bins,
my
bins, 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 bins. Oh.
Books are good. Do not ban books.
No. If you're banning books, you are doing something wrong.
Do not ban, do not bend.
Do not break.
Do not
Only
end.
stand. There we go.
I'm deciding what I want to put as my marker. I think it's going to be algae. It's green. It's the closest. It's the greeniest thing I had in my chest.
There's really nothing pink in this game. Like,
Coral? Question mark?
is coral? Maybe.
I don't know.
Um,
Don't fish enough.
I'm trying to think of pink things.
Yeah,
I can't think of many pink things that are easy to get.
I'll just stay a hoe.
You're a
Yes,
hoe.
I did that on purpose. Where's the book? I
The
found
books
book
aren't
and it disappeared.
the books aren't physical objects. The books go automatically into the
Oh,
town,
that's
into the
right.
museum.
That's right.
Skip, 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 skip.
Speaking of which, I gotta take a trip. I gotta take a chicken statue up to the museum.
I'm taking an amethyst right now.
Nice.
And ignoring all the townsfolk.
I also have 2 fish to give.
Donate to the museum.
Also, I did buy a rare seed, so when fall comes around, if fall comes around, I will have that. If I commit to this, like because I don't plan on playing Stardew solo at any point on stream. It's not nearly as fun to play solo as it is with people. So.
Oh, I never play it solo. That's why I never play it, because no one's willing to play.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
Actually reminds me, I gotta annoy my friend Sarah and ask when we're going to be Stardewing next when they get back from Chicago.
If you do decide to stick with this, let me know.
I probably will. I'm going to try to.
Yeah, because this seems like a chill, just like midweek stream.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally we do like the big groupy things on Saturdays, it seems.
Yeah. I've been looking for a third, potentially a fourth stream as well.
Ooh. Go to the museum if you want frickin' 9 cauliflower seeds.
Why not?
That just came from there.
Where's my minecart?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot it. How'd you get rid of the large tree stumps?
Need an upgraded axe.
Yes.
Ah,
Have you ever heard of a game called Graveyard Keeper?
I have. It's actually on my Steam wishlist.
It is really odd. Don't get me wrong, I think it's one of those games that I could probably make a video out of, but not stream it.
Oh yes, there are lots of those.
But yeah, like, oh, what? Archaeology. What?
you go down.
No? I was confused because it popped up the hours that the thing was open because I'm trying to do this like 1.5 handed.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it said it was closed at 6, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm here before 6.
Oh. Gotcha. I'm gonna go barge in on yoga to meet all those people that I haven't yet.
It is a great time to meet people.
I feel like people don't talk about this creepy altar in the corner enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is that supposed to be?
It's their religion.
I never see any of the people go to it.
They do on Tuesdays sometimes.
Really?
Before yoga. Yeah, it's the altar of Yoba.
Huh.
That's all the fishing and stuff.
Yoba. If I remember correctly, Yoba was going to be a bigger thing in the game earlier in its development. When people, like, when Concerned Ape thought it was going to be more of a, like, people were going to care more about the story.
Yeah.
Which, spoilers, they did not.
Yeah, I don't know, like, the story could have been, like, a lot better, and I think people would have cared about it, but it's kind of unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really the kind of game that needs a story focus.
Yeah. Stop watering the scarecrow and pick it up.
Oh, I haven't made a scarecrow yet. It'll be fine. I'll get around to it.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
Alright. What can I do tonight? Oh, these are your seeds over here right now, right? These 7?
Yeah, those are from me to you.
Oh, thank you. I did not know. Oh, no, I'm talking about the ones in the ground.
Yes. Oh, yeah, those are mine that I planted in the wrong...
Okay.
Before we decided to do the separate plot thing.
Must fix, doesn't look good enough.
Man, I forget how expensive the scarecrow is.
It's ridiculous.
It's like chopped down a small forest. For one frickin' scarecrow. Who's ugly and looks like his mom dressed him funny.
I just noticed, though, that they put in what the reach is now.
Yes.
It has limited radius, about 8 tiles. In lore, nobody knows what a tile is, but you know.
Or do they?
Thing you put up in a bathroom.
Maybe they use tiles instead of feet. Because I can't think of a time I've ever heard them refer to like measurements.
True. That might be on purpose.
Probably. Because then, like, if you have, you know, the Imperial units versus the customary, like, who invaded who to make this place use that metric or another?
Right.
It's really sad how many things in real-life history boil down to who invaded who.
Well, who invaded who and then stuck around? No rush on sleeping.
I'm just exiting the mines now.
I'm on the way to the bed.
I just can't figure out anything else to do for today.
Basic retaining soil. Nice.
Fancy. Well, I guess it's
Fancy,
basic,
fancy.
so that's probably like the opposite of fancy, but whatever.
I mean, if it sells, it sells.
Yeah. Oh, another game. Do any of you guys use Keymailer?
No.
I recommend it. It's
No idea what it is.
It's a site that is basically like a middleman between companies and content creators for doing games for Twitch and YouTube.
Oh.
It's where a lot of companies get in touch with. It's how a lot of companies get in touch with me for the game reviews and stuff I've done. For the trip checks out on my YouTube and Twitch. That's also. It's actually, I applied for Deceive Inc. through there. Did not get a yes from there, but I got a yes from another source. Which remind me to send you that. Because the publishing company actually put out a thing. But the company that made the game controls the Keymailer. But anyways, there's a game promoted on there that I got access to that looks really fun, but it's multiplayer only, and I didn't know that when I claimed the key. It's called, I got my cat!
Nice.
It's called Hellstuck Rage with Your Friends. It's a co-op platformer. Kinda a la, what's that, it looks kinda Pico Parky, but a bit better. I had to think of a name for my cat.
I could always give you my default name for pets.
Normally I go with the default name Dudley, because that's an adorable name. But, I don't know.
I normally go default name Celeste.
Interesting. That is a pretty name. However, I kind of want to call my... For some reason, I kind of typed in the name Kitty Cat and then typed it backwards to be like Yitty Tack.
I love it.
I like that.
I guess it'd be like Yitic Tack. Yitic Tack. It's yep. That I'm doing it. Yitic Tack. I love it. Sorry, cat. That's your name now. Yitic Tack. Yitic Tack.
You can say it.
If I can say it, Yitic Tack. There we go.
The new hit viral sensation.
Yitic Tack. After Congress bans TikTok, that's gonna be like the Mark II. Yitic Tack.
No,
Now to be legally distinct from TikTok.
No, I thought they would do TikTok, but spelled with C's instead of K's.
Did you guys watch any of that?
What?
The Congress hearing against TikTok?
No, I heard kind of what happened, and I heard it was a complete blank show.
Oh, it's bad, but it is also hilarious. Hearing our government's officials who have absolutely no freaking idea how the world works
Yeah.
some very funny things happened. Like, does your TikTok have to connect to my home internet?
Yeah. That was one of them I heard.
Also, them talking about it dilating their eyes was really funny. They were convinced that, oh no, the best. How is your app going to make sure the kids who use it go to bed on time? Genuine question that was asked with a straight face from a congressman. Or a congresswoman, I don't remember.
The one response I heard was, somebody was like, since you're somebody who's Chinese, and he just goes, Singaporean.
Yeah, oh no! Yep. There was a lot of that. If you were to do a drinking game of taking a shot every time communism was mentioned, you would die of alcohol poisoning.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I wish I didn't have to follow politics. But...
Right. Unfortunately, our identities are politicized, therefore we kind of have to be aware.
No, that's why I've been doing... one thing I hate about the Kentucky legislature is that they don't announce their schedule until, 7 a.m. when it starts at 8, same day. So it's like, if something's going on, it's all... Oh my god, the debates are always in the morning. So, it's like I'm scrambling to get streaming on it, because I started streaming the relevant bills, let's put it that way.
I tried to clay farm and I broke it. I'm bad at it. Mostly because I can't see the tiles, so I can't, line it up perfectly.
Turn on, when you do that, if you go to options, there's always show tool hit location. So you can count it out that way.
Perfect. I forgot that was a button. I forgot that was an option.
Yeah, I don't really have it off because I hate, just being around places and then all of a sudden the thing comes up, but it is definitely useful. Alright, I need 300 wood and 100 stone.
Ouch.
And 4,000 coins, dollars, gold.
4,000 of them coin dollars.
How much do I have right now? I have the wood, surprisingly.
Well, I'm about to jump into the mines.
And I have 74 stone, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. Where is the little mine that we have?
It is bottom left, yeah.
Bottom left, okay.
I already cleared it out for today. It's just rocks there at the moment.
That's what I need.
Lovely.
How convenient.
I love it when things just happen and work out perfectly. Also, while I'm taking a nap, I might as well finish this horn.
I'm looking at my time. I'm getting picked up at 5 to go out to dinner with some people. Should be fun. But I'm trying to decide how long I need to get ready. I'm mostly ready, I think. I could technically walk out the door like this, but I would not look good. And I want to look better than I do at the moment.
Yeah.
If you need to go, just say I gotta go.
4:30 will probably be my cutoff, I think.
I'm already signed up for Keymailer, apparently.
Nice. Are you Keymailer eligible?
Give me a second.
Because that changes. Because you can't request keys if you're not eligible. But the Hellstuck one is a pre-approved, so if you are eligible, you can just click it and claim it. I'm planning on doing some of the Keymailer streams this week because I've got that one, and I want to do the Deceive stream, but that's not through Keymailer, that's through the independent thing. That's just because Tripwire is being nice and supporting smaller content creators.
Oh, that moment when you're trying to guess your password.
Ah.
No.
Let's just hit the button.
I just have one very secure password that I use for most things, and then I just do a couple permutations of that secure password.
You should get a password manager.
See, I have one. It's called a notebook.
I mean, fair enough.
Just because I don't trust... Because I worked IT in high school.
Yeah.
And it's... Getting hacked is incredibly easy. And I'm paranoid.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like I do the same thing. I just do permutations of really secure passwords. But after a while, you get so many permutations, it's like, well...
Well, I made one with a set number of permutations.
Ah, got it.
Because most passwords cut you off after 5-ish attempts.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll just stop you completely. So mine has 4 permutations.
That's fair.
So I can, basically on every site, figure out my login before getting locked out. Also, what's his name is super in my personal business while I'm fishing, because I accidentally took his fishing spot. So now he's, like, fishing over my shoulder.
It's interesting.
Like, give me some room to breathe, Jesus.
Maybe he just knows you're in the spot.
It is. I am in the spot. Also, I never realized how short his fishing pole is. Like, he never casts it very far. He goes, like, 6 inches.
Huh.
Not out into the nice, wide open blue water. Where all the
Wait,
fishy fish.
Is the mine just that, like, flat plane
Yeah.
up there? Okay.
Calling it a mini mine might be a bit of an exaggeration, but that's what it's meant to be.
It's more like the quarry.
Yeah, it's basically a quarry. I forgot about the quarry. Yeah, it's basically just a quarry.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the seeds bottom left are yours?
No, those aren't mine.
Those are mine.
Oh, okay. I thought yours were the one right outside the cabin.
I believe Doug is
They
playing.
are. I've also been moving seats.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah. It's a larger plot.
Duck is double planted.
Yes.
Not to be confused with double parked.
Duck, go move your car.
What kind of
Never.
duck would a what kind of duck would a car drive? No. What kind of truck? What kind of car would a duck drive?
Well, I drive a hearse.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. It took me a second to remember what hearses were. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I am so close to getting the last level, but I'm out of engine.
You know, the sad part is I'm so used to seeing horses in my personal life now. It's like, yeah, I know what that is.
Oh.
You deserve more hugs, Anna.
Well, don't
Indeed.
think of it. Here's how I think of it: is it's not a goodbye. It is the next great adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have enough stone. Now I just need the monies.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be fishing all day. Day. Till I have 4K.
Nice. I think I've decided. I think I might try and befriend Abigail.
Oh, okay. For a possible marriage.
Perhaps.
Those were so good of movies.
Hmm?
Those were so good of movies.
What movies?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I've only ever seen the first one.
Because if you remember, so I think it is during the first one is where Jack was talking to whoever the girl was, and they're on the island. He just goes, he says something and goes, possibly marriage. It's like,
Also, I did some calculation of distance from here to there. I should probably leave it right around now, 4:15, if I want to get ready. Because I don't know if my ride is coming at 5, or if the ride is, or if I'm supposed to be at the place at 5 from my ride.
all right. Well, why don't we sleep really quick?
Yeah. I would say if we sleep and then I'll close the server.
Yeah, and then we'll end the stream.
While that's all loading, I'm going to find someone to raid, see if any of my friends are live.
Oh yeah, toss me the reeds.
Yes, let's see. Oh, my friend Jesse's live. playing Loveburb. I'm not familiar with that is, but they play a lot of indie games like I do.
No, we're waiting for somebody to hit something.
Oh, me. Because I was alt-tabbed.
There we go. Just toss me a name or something.
Yeah, I can actually do you one better. I'll just message you on Discord the link.
Hey.
Oh, I got an ad. I always forget Twitch ads are a thing. Because I have my ad blocker off on a couple channels. This is one of them. So let's drop a raid on Jess. Raid. Jess.
What?
Jesse.
Why is it not working?
Jesse Abab. Abeb. See you over there, raiders, before I raid and run.